Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9913 for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or eternally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their resting clean promise. Are you planning for retirement, looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippenville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today. Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC. Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility, offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today. You'll always score a great deal on your mobile home and other home improvement supplies when you go to Tempest Supply and Service, located next to Showcase Homes in Raised Corners, halfway between Clarion and Shippenville. Tempest Supply and Service is your one-stop shop for high-quality home parts, including doors, windows, furnaces, steps, and essential supplies. A good garbage company is like a good long snapper. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For a great, dependable garbage service in Clarion County, nobody does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsongarbageservice.com.
There you go.
Located at 500 Broad Street, Red Bank Chevrolet is proud to be your new Bethlehem auto dealer, offering a wide variety of new cars and trucks, as well as certified used vehicles. We also welcome our Brookville, Pittsburgh, Katanning, and Oil City customers, and are committed to placing the keys of the right vehicle in your hands. What are you waiting for? Stop by and see us today, or give us a call at 814-275-2410.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of High School Football on the YDL Sports Network and streaming on Bigfoot Legends, 101.3 FM, 94.1 FM, and 1300 AM in Clarion. Also on the internet at BigfootLegendsRadio.com. I'm Chris Rossetti. I'm here with Larry Weiser, back from the IL. We are at Al Jacks Field at Memorial Stadium on the campus of Penn West Clarion University, getting ready for a matchup between the Central Clarion Wildcats and the Butler Golden Tornadoes. This non-region matchup for Clarion is brought to you by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food, you stay for the view. Also, check out their new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center, AlleghenyGrill.com. We are inside the Tenesta Builders Supply pregame show with two locations to serve you in Shippenville and Tenesta on top of the damn hill. Tenesta Builders, family-owned and operated since 1953. And Larry, it should be a heck of a football game here tonight. We had the opportunity, you and I, to do this game a year ago this week. Butler gave Central Clarion probably the best game it got until the state championship game. If you remember, that game was very close at halftime. Of course, Jace Ferguson took over in the second half, as he did so many times a year ago. But no Jace Ferguson tonight. And Butler, perhaps his best season in 30 some odd years, since 1992, sitting at 7-2. Central Clarion 5-4, but it's a deceptive 5-4. Their losses have come to some really good football teams. Punxsutawney lost its first game of the year last week to Karn City in a game that we had right here on the YDL Sports Network. Of course, also lost to Kirtland, Ohio. Lost to Karn City. I mean, they lost to some really good football teams, but they're starting to stack wins right now. So what do you expect tonight?
Well, I like what you just said right there. Getting an opportunity, both of us watching the game last Thursday at Du Bois, I thought they played one of their best football games, both offensively and defensively. Got real excited to see Carter every week, and I've seen him, and we've had at different points during the year that we've had a chance to watch him grow, and I'm excited to kind of watch to see what he does here tonight against this. This is a pretty stout defense on Butler, Chris, and it's kind of looking at some of the teams that they played this year, and I mean they played Chandler, they played Meadville. I mean they have a loss to Hollidaysburg. These are all, with the exception of Westinghouse, many of them are some of the bigger schools. So it's kind of interesting to see how these two, like last year, will match up against each other.
Yeah, and it's a Central Clarion team that's not going to be at 100% tonight. No Mason Burford, no Alex Love. Those are two real key players for them. So it'll be interesting to see how they compensate without having those two guys.
Right, and I think one of the big things that I know that I'm looking at when I'm watching tape of them this week is the ability of their quarterback, and that's Nico Bagetta. He has he kind of has that Jace Ferguson kind of sense to him, Chris, where he seems to know when to put the ball down and take off and run it. He can run, and he's I expect him with pressure coming from and it's got to be contained pressure from Central Clarion tonight.
Want to mention the drive to today's game, as short as it was, finally as short as it was, Larry. Yeah. It's been a year where we've been on the road a lot. It's nice to be just a couple of miles from home here. But today's drive brought to you by the Warren Tire Center. The Warren Tire Center makes sure you get to the game in comfort. Check them out, the Warren Tire Center. We're going to step aside here, and we'll be back here in 3 minutes with more of the Tenesta Builder Supply pregame show here on Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network and Bigfoot Legends Radio.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With locations in Shippensville and Tenesta, Tenesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tenesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tenestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Back here at Al Jacks Field at Memorial Stadium on the campus of Penn West Clarion University, getting ready for Butler versus Central Clarion. Chris Rossetti here alongside the old ball coach, Larry Weiser. It's now time for our All-American custom apparel and engraving players to watch. All-American can put almost anything on almost everything. AllAmericanHQ.com, the official awards t-shirt provider of the YDL Sports Network.
Well, Chris, I'm going to start out with the Butler Tornadoes here, and we're going to start with quarterback Junior. I already gave you some insight into him. Nico Bagetta, he's thrown for almost 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns, and I think there's not much not to like about this kid. I mean, he, as I said before, he's rushed for over 400 yards, and as I watched tape this week, I know Central Clarion's going to have to do a good job trying to contain him. Running back, number 2, senior Mark Lentz, 14 touchdowns, 900 yards rushing, leads the team in all-purpose yards. This gives a solid run. Is junior Deacon Simcoe. He has 30 receptions. And watch for number 5, Marcus Fakari. He's also, I really like this kid. I saw him make some great catches in the last couple of weeks. Defense leading tackler is number 42, junior Jacob Cullinger, and number 2, Mark Lentz. And then I'd also be looking at number 7, Kevin Schreiber, he's averaging like 7 tackles per game. Number 9, senior Tyson Pino leads the team with interceptions. And, the kicking duties will be number 39, A.J. Morris, and punting will be quarterback Nico Bagetta, which that obviously brings some interesting things, Chris, with the fact that he's the quarterback and he's also the punter. Central Clarion, I think, of course, most of our audience is well aware of some of the key players, and we talked about losing 2 of our ball players earlier today, and with Alex Love and Mason Burford, they're 2 big sets of shoes that Central Clarion is going to have to fill tonight. But number 9, Carter Hyman. I've been, as I said last week, I was very impressed. He's thrown for almost 1,000 yards, and he leads the team in total yards per game. Number 22, this guy's just a beast, Ethan Rex. He's been on a tear. Last week in particular, he just had an outstanding game. Replacing Burford tonight, Mason Burford, I'm looking for senior, number 10, Logan Bish. And then, of course, Ethan Rex, number 22. I look for him to will be catching some passes, too. Talking about Logan Bish, he's 25 for 25 in point after attempts. Defensively, number 18, sophomore Maranovitz. I like this kid. He leads the team in interceptions. And obviously, number 58, senior Hayden Hyman. He's one of the captains of that defense and also has led the team in sacks. Senior, number 14, Briggs Beckwith, solid, very solid. And then this number 20, Charlie Heffel, senior. He was the District 9 leading tackler, and he was very high up in the state last year. He already has 107 tackles and 12 tackles for losses, Chris.
Larry, I want to talk a little bit about Briggs Beckwith because I think Briggs Beckwith is a player, especially with Alex Love out tonight. We saw it a little bit in the second half last week when they played at Du Bois and won that game 35-19. Briggs Beckwith, a real tough inside runner out of that fullback position, and they were there in a situation where they were running a lot out of the wing T, and so you have the fullback who's a real key player when you're running that wing T. Tell me what you saw from Briggs Beckwith the last week.
I was shocked. Well, I wouldn't say shocked. I mean, he was, he hit the hole very quickly, and he kind of was like a turnaround guy in that fourth quarter last week of just constantly moving the ball up and down the field. Central Clarion just seemed to have their way with that tough Du Bois defense.
I think that you've got to give – I thought the game plan last week for the Wildcats was about as good as you could have game planned. I felt like they finally started to figure out that they need to do a lot with the wing T principles. That harkens back to a lot of these guys on this coaching staff played at Clarion Limestone. They played for Clyde Conti. They played for Todd Smith. They coached with those guys. And so they're very comfortable in the wing. Obviously, last year they didn't have to do it the last few years because they had a quarterback like Jace Ferguson. But, they did it a lot at the JV level. When they came into this season, they didn't do it quite as much as they were still trying to figure things out. I think they figured something out, and I think they figured it out going back with what was familiar with them.
They figured out run the ball first, and get that defense to come up, and then Carter last week had Mason Burford wide open, and I think they have a couple guys that can get down the field today also to catch that ball from Mason.
Yeah,
From,
Carter, it's an opportunity maybe for a Jackson. I always mess this name up.
Maranovich.
Maranovich. Dave Constantino could tell me that one.
Is it Maranovich, right?
Jackson Maranovich. Moravitz. It's Moravitz. We'll get it. We'll screw it up like 7 times tonight.
I know.
Jackson Moravitz. Moravitz is a kid that is always around the football on defense, always seems to be around the football on offense. And, here's an opportunity for a younger kid. I think he's a sophomore to really start to take that next step. They're going to need him as they go into the playoffs. They're going to need him next year.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm kind of interested to see what they do defensively to replace Mason tonight over at that corner position. And Ranovitz has been really, as a sophomore, just outstanding safety for Central Clarion.
Yeah, and he had a big interception on the opening drive last week that really helped to settle it down. For Butler, and we'll get into this a little bit in our coach's interview with Eric Christie, but this is a playoff game for them. They don't get to go to the playoffs. The Whippeal politics, they stink. Let's just call it what it is. The fact that the Whippeal still is living in the 70s where every football program's great and everybody can play a North Allegheny, can play a Pittsburgh Central Catholic. They've screwed up the politics down there. Butler is 7-2, but they will not have an opportunity to go to the playoffs because they chose to play as an independent, because they understood that if they played the Pittsburgh Central Catholics and the North Alleghenies all season long, they would just get beat up. So it's dumb that they don't get to go to the playoffs, but they don't get to go to the playoffs. So this is really like a playoff game for them. Can Central Clarion match that intensity, knowing that they're really not playing for anything? Their playoff spot is handled. They're whether it's a two-team or 3-team tournament, they're going to be the second seed. They're either going to they're going to probably eventually play Karn City for the championship. Can they meet that intensity tonight?
I want to give you some insight on what you just said right there, Chris, because what I understand, that game will probably be in 2 weeks. I think it's always kind of been agreed on. The Karn City and Central Clarion will be for the district championship. But yes, there's no question. I think just playing Butler. I mean, you're talking a 6A school, and as a coach, I would be so excited. I'm sure the players coming out tonight, and even with their 2 ball players, they got an opportunity for the next guy up, to come out and show what they can do, and this would be a great opportunity to develop some depth going into that playoff game against Karn City in a couple of weeks.
We're going to send it down to the field now for our Central Electric Cooperative Field Report. Central Electric Cooperative, providing safe, reliable, and competitively priced electric services in Allegheny, Armstrong, Butler, Clarion, Forest, and Venango counties. And Al Moderjeski has our field report tonight. Welcome back, Coach Al.
Hey, everybody. Coach Al here for the Central Electric Co-op Field Report here at Clarion University Memorial Stadium at Al Jacks Field. And remember, at Central Electric Co-op, we have the juice. We're here for a great ALF weekend, Autumn Leaf Festival football weekend on a Friday night to kick it off. The battle between the Central Clarion Wildcats and the Butler High School Golden Tornadoes. Should be an epic battle about 2 traditional programs. Looking forward to a great game today. Got these young men behind me who are going to be helping out as ball boys for Clarion and for Central Clarion. Again, we're ready for a great game today. Chilly weather conditions, probably high in the low 40s. Great football weather. As you see, we have turf field. Field is fine, a little wet today, a little damp from the rain they had earlier, but shouldn't affect the game whatsoever. And we're looking for a great football weekend. Tomorrow, another football game here where Clarion University will play Seton Hill. So it's a football weekend. We're looking forward to it. Everybody, let's go. And what do we have to say, guys?
Woo! Go Wildcats!
Come on, guys.
There we go. Wildcats!
Yes.
We want to hear you now.
You gotta say it loud.
Go Wildcats!
Come on, guys. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Go Wildcats!
We think Ross Becker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at cozy family dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours, Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Back here, it's time now to go to our coaches' interviews first with Eric Christie, the Clarion University graduate who coaches the Butler Golden Tornadoes.
Eric, first of all, for you, it's a homecoming. I mean, you played your college football right here at Al Jacks Field at Memorial Stadium. What's this like, you just being able to come back here and play?
It's awesome. It's great. I mean, we started our season up here, too, for camp, so we got to bring the team up, and, you know, I'm hoping we got a player on our team, Bo Burchett, is going to come up here tomorrow, too, and take a look. Hopefully he'll join on and be part of this university, but it feels great. I lived here for 4 years after playing here, too, so 8 years in Clarion, it just feels like home.
When you look at the season you guys have had, best season in Butler in a long time, just how happy are you with where the program's coming?
It's been tremendous. It's so exciting for the team. Again, it's been since, I think, 92 since we've had the season we have this year. So it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of effort to get this together, and a lot of people that had to get it. Players buying in, parents buying in, administration, coaches. There's just been a whole group that's working. Yep.
Unfortunately for you, because of some politics within the WPIL, this is it for you guys tonight. So do you view this as kind of your playoff game?
Yeah, this is definitely our playoff game. It's how we build it from beginning of the season. When we get in there, it's the end of the game. It's on a college surface. It's here. Again, we were on this field. I think we were the first team on this field, actually, when they re-turfed it last year. We got to be the first team on it, so it's kind of cool that Coach let us up here and on it. But, yeah.
When you look at Central Clarion, they're different than the team you played last year. Last year, they were a lot about Jace Ferguson, and they were going to throw the ball. You had to really worry about him. They're more of a running football team this year. What do you have to do to slow them down?
You got to control the line of scrimmage for sure, but, I mean, they got got a lot of weapons. They're going to misdirect you, go all over the place. Davey does a fantastic job, and he's always been good at calling plays and getting stuff together. So he'll have his team prepared, ready to go. A lot of misdirection and not bite on stuff.
What is it that makes your offense successful? You know, when you look at the stats, you might not think it's successful, but you've had a lot of success.
Yeah, there's a lot of pieces. There's not just one guy. So what's nice for us is Mark Clem, senior running back. He's about 125 yards short of a 1,000-yard season. Our quarterback, Nico Vegeta, does a great job, fantastic job throwing, running. He's a dual-threat quarterback. We got receivers, 3, 4, 5 receivers who can catch the ball. So just a lot of different elements.
You and Davey very familiar with each other, if I'm not mistaken. You either coached him or were on the coach. Yeah, you coached him. What's it like? This is the second year now you've coached against him. What's it like coaching one of your former players against one of your former players?
It's always a blast. I root for Davey all the time. Last year when they were playing the state title game, we had it on because we had played them. We put it on in our locker room when we were working out that day, and our whole team was cheering for him, hoping they were going to get the win. So, I root for Davey all the time. We catch up in the off season, stay close. Great person, great family. Love his dad, love his mom. They're all great people. His brother too, Sean.
We're here with Central Clarion head coach Dave Eagleton. Dave, we talked about it a little bit in the post game last year. You guys are starting to stack wins right now. Talk about how you feel your football team's playing right now.
Yeah, I think last week was by far our best game of the season. Offensively, defensively, we really were efficient on both sides of the ball. So we just hope to continue that.
You're down a couple guys tonight. Just talk about what you're expecting from the guys that step in.
Yeah, we expect them to step in and not miss a beat. It's next man up mentality. It's a good opportunity for them to get on the field and get experience. So obviously you don't want to be missing guys like Love and Burford, but give someone else an opportunity to show what they got.
Your quarterback's coming off perhaps his best game of his young career. Talk about what you saw last week and what you saw in this week from practice. Did what he did last week maybe carry over into practice this week?
Yeah, just the confidence. We've talked to him all week about just letting the ball go. Sometimes overthinking it, and when he just throws the ball, we know he can make all the throws that we need him to.
When you look at this Butler team, you're very familiar with what they want to do. You played for Coach Christie when you were at CL. I know, coaches, add things along the years, but kind of know what they want to do. Is that a good thing, a bad thing? Because maybe you could get tricked by something, or how do you view that?
Yeah, they're probably a little more of a zone team than what we ever were whenever Coach Christie was coaching me and back in the CL days. But they're a good football team. They're well coached. Their program's on the rise. For them, this has been a great season. So a lot of respect for them and the program and what they're building there.
Really, until the state championship game last year, they maybe gave you the best game you saw all season last year. So what did you learn from playing them a year ago?
Just the speed of their athletes. That's a speed that you don't see a lot in our area or in double A small school football. So the speed that they bring is something that really helped get us ready last year for the playoffs, and hopefully does it again this year.
Been a couple of years since you played a home game here at Aljacks Field at Memorial Stadium. What's it like to be back here tonight?
Oh, this is just such a beautiful facility. So we're blessed to be playing here tonight. So I'm excited for the opportunity.
Back here as coin toss has happened, Central Clarion has won the toss, which means Butler, including an overtime game, has lost the toss 11 times this year, Larry. Wiser's wisdom. Did you ever lose it 11 times in one season?
No, never.
Wiser's Wisdom brought to you by DE Sports. DE Sports is a family-owned custom apparel shop offering embroidery, screen printing, vinyl, and sublimation. DESportsinc.com. And we are ready here to get underway. Got Coach Al back on the camera tonight. Tonight's View of the Field brought to you by Venango County. Always something to do in Venango County. Check them out. We are about to start the Eternally Clean first quarter, honoring your loved ones with Eternally Clean's caring cemetery service, eternally-clean.com. It is the kickoff here by Advanced Drainage Systems kickoff. It'll be Danny Schweitzer to kick off for Central Clarion. And
of course, this is one area that did hurt him last week, so
it's a short kick, and it's going to be covered by Butler at about the we'll call it the 20. It looks like they're going to mark him covered at the 28-yard line. So that's where Butler will start today's game.
That was Kevin Schreiber on that play right there. It was maybe an opportunity, could have went out of bounds and given him a little better field position, but better safe than sorry in those types of kicks.
They'll start here at the 28. Butler, the Tornadoes with Nico Baguetta, their Wise Eyes and DuBois starting quarterback. You two can see the field clearly like Baguetta does. So Baguetta will be in the gun.
A lot of motion here, and it's almost like it comes into being an eye play, Chris.
He hands it to Clems, and Clems is dropped for, it looks like a yard loss on the play.
Take a guess who made the tackle, Chris.
Charlie Hepful.
Charlie Hepful.
So it'll be a loss of 1 on the play. That is a Larson's Garbage Service play for a loss. You can tear that play up, throw it in the garbage, and Larson's Garbage Service will come and haul it away. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 11. It's a Carrier Insurance 2nd down for the Butler Tornadoes. Carrier Insurance cheering on number 53, Brendan Carrier. Carrier Insurance provides insurance and PA notary services. Here is a quick end around handoff. That is to Deacon Simcoe, and Simcoe's going nowhere. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
I think there were 7 Central Clarion players on that tackle right there. Well contained over there.
They're going to mark that ball right at the 27-yard line, so no gain. That'll bring up a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down. When you get backed up, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning get you moving again. Just saw Brian Luton the other day. In fact, it was yesterday I stopped in and said hi to Brian. They're located right here on the River Hill, just down from Al Jacks Field at Memorial Stadium. And Brian said they're really busy right now, and it's like it's a good thing, but, always a little stressful when you're that busy. So it'll bring up a 3rd down here and 11 for Butler. Out of the gun is Baguetta. He's got 2 receivers to the right, sends a man into motion to the left side, and now he's going to step up and he's going to run, and he is going to be dropped. And the ball might have come loose. Guess it did not. It looks like he handled it, and it'll be right back at the 27-yard line. So that's going to set up a punting situation here for the Tornadoes, and Baguetta is not going to be in at punter this time. It's going to be Nash Kaufman will be doing the punting. It's a Daddy's and Clarion punt for Butler. You'll never have to punt on dinner or lunch when you go to Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion. Had their elf fries this week. Might have been yesterday again. I was doing a lot of stuff yesterday, Larry.
Sounds like it.
So Kaufman to kick, and
looks like Central Clarion's coming back with some pressure. Oh.
Kaufman will get the kick away. It's a short one, and it's out of bounds. He's going to go out of bounds, so we'll see where they mark it. But it's going to give Central Clarion great field position here. Right at it, looks like midfield.
I think they're going to mark it at the 50.
See if that's where they do, in fact, put it down. It does, right at midfield. So that's great field position for the Wildcats to start this their offense here. 9:35 to go, scoreless first quarter.
Central Clarion did a great job on containing Nico Baguetta that time. He did take off with the ball that last play.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Wildcats. Carter Hyman is their Wise Eyes in DuBois starting quarterback. Go under center here, and they're going to, there was a little miscommunication there, and they end up handing it. Did you see who got the football there, Larry?
It was the fullback.
That is Briggs Beckwith.
That is Briggs, yeah.
And didn't look like Beckwith was supposed to get the football there. There was some miscommunication, and he's dropped for a yard loss.
Either Carter opened the wrong way or wasn't sure exactly who was getting the ball right there. So it brings up 2nd and 11 here now.
2nd down and 11. They're going to be in that wing with Beckwith, the fullback. They're going to put a man in motion. They're going to hand it to that man. That is... Oh, who is that? That is number 18, Moravitz with it. So we talked about Moravitz getting an opportunity, and he gets one right there into Butler territory at 45. We have pickup of 6 on the play. Bring up 3rd down and 5. Somebody's making a lot of noise. I can't quite tell where it's coming from. Is it from the band?
I'm not picking it up either. Could be the band over there.
So to bring up a 3rd down and 5 after that Carrier Insurance 2nd down run by Moravitz. And now they're going to hand it here to Beckwith up the middle. And Beckwith is going to fight his way to a 1st down. It's going to be close, but I think he's going to have enough for the 1st down. So Beckwith does have the 1st down at the 40-yard line for The Wildcats, it's not Stabilo Supply first down. Again, this is the Eternally Clean first quarter. Eternally-clean.com. Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network. Bigfoot Legends Radio. Just underway. No score here. 7:40 to go in a quick moving first quarter so far. Here is going to be a handoff to Rex, and Rex has some room. He's at the 35, cuts down into about the 33-yard line. So a pickup of about 7 for Ethan Rex on his first carry of the day. I'm going to actually mark him down at the 34-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 6 for Rex. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 4.
That was a counter coming back. Faking the jet one way and coming back to the counter the other way. That's what Eric Christie kind of talked about, staying disciplined with his defense.
So 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats. Again, in that wing. They're in their orange uniforms. They brought out the orange for the home games this year. They're going to hand it. I believe that's Beckwith. And he's going to be close to the first down, but I think he's going to be about a yard short.
Exactly, about a yard.
Yard short on the play at the Butler 31. Another Carrier Insurance 2nd down run for Beckwith, and that'll bring up a really teeny.
For our audience right there, I mean, that's Hayden Hyman pulling on that, and they're trapping that inside tackle right there. So it would be that inside trap, which I like that trap against the three-man front.
So in the wing again. Hyman's going to keep it himself, and he's going to have a 1st down and more up over the 25 to about the 24-yard line. That was just a quick go hitter by a quarterback.
That's the old what we call old quarterback think. You don't see them do it too often anymore, where he just goes up, takes the ball. As soon as the line gets set, he probably lifted on the center, and the center snapped the ball.
Larry, we're down to 6 minutes to play in the first quarter here, this Eternally Clean first quarter, and Central Clarion doing what it did last week. They're just controlling the football. It's a drive that started at 9:35. It's already taken 3.5 minutes. It only started at midfield. Other team can't score if they don't have the football most of the time. So they're going to hand it here. That's, I think, Moravitz again, and he's going to, Moravitz with it, and he's going to get to the 21-yard line. Again, we've been pronouncing poor Jackson's name wrong all year. Moravitz to the 21. Pick up a 3 on the play. That'll bring us 2nd down and 7. It's just methodical right now for the Wildcats, who haven't even put the ball in the air yet. It's kind of old school Clarion football right now, Larry.
I like it. I mean, they've got a solid defense. I mean, they play really good defense, and this is ball control offense.
Now they'll go 3 receivers to the left, and out of the shotgun this time goes Hyman with the sidecar Rex to his left. They're going left to right on your radio screen. He's going to hand it to Rex, and Rex with a nice cut. Rex has, I believe, a 1st down inside the 15 down to about the 12-yard line as the Wildcats enter the Red Bank Chevrolet Red Zone. You too can drive into the Red Zone with a great new or used vehicle from Red Bank Chevrolet.
Beautiful cut on his part. It looked like the play was designed to go right, and he saw an opening back to the left, made a quick cut. And I always like his running position. He runs low, duck, and he's a big running back for this league.
Brings up a 1st down and 10 at the 12. That Tennessee Butter Supply 1st down. Again, out of the gun is Hyman. Again, he's got Rex, the sidecar to his left. Again, he hands it to him, and Rex again cuts inside. And Rex still on his feet. Rex is going to score for the touchdown. It's a Tempa touchdown for the Wildcats and Ethan Rex on a 12-yard run.
All started with a great kickoff, great defensive play, a short punt, and some great field position, and Central Clarion took advantage of that just methodically, as Chris stated, of moving the ball down the field. Very impressive drive.
So now Logan Bish on to kick the extra point. As Larry mentioned, hasn't missed one, and now we just jinxed him, I'm sure. That kick is up. That kick is good, and it is 7-0 Central Clarion here. It's 4:27 to go in quarter number 1. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network and Seven Mountains Media.
A good garbage company is like a good long snapper. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For a great, dependable garbage service in Clarion County, nobody does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsongarbageservice.com.
So that Tempa Supply and Service touchdown drive took 9 plays, 50 yards, 5 minutes and 8 seconds off the clock. Central Clarion couldn't have asked for anything better than what they just produced on offense. They're all 50 yards coming on the ground, leading to the 12-yard Ethan Rex touchdown run. Tempest Supply and Service next to Showcase Homes is your one-stop shop for high-quality home parts, including doors, windows, furnaces, steps, and essential supplies. So now getting ready for another advanced drainage system kickoff will be Danny Schweitzer. His first one was a pooch kick. We'll see what he does here this time. So Schweitzer ready, and Schweitzer's going to pooch it again. Same side. This time it's going to bounce, and Butler's going to let it go out of bounds at about the 22-yard line. We'll see if it looks like they're just going to decide to take the football there.
They'll get the ball at the 35.
Yep, they'll get it at the 35.
No, on that last drive, there were 4 different people, carrying
Oh, no,
the
they're
ball.
actually going to make him re-kick it, Larry.
Oh.
So they are going to make him re-kick it. So they figured, hey, if you don't want to kick it off to us.
Again, one of the if you picked one weakness last week, and was this kicking game right here.
So that'll mean they're going to kick off now from the 35-yard line. Again, now they're going to have to decide what they want to do here with Schweitzer kicking here again. And it wasn't so much the kickoffs that was the weakness. It was the coverage of the kickoffs that was the weakness. And when Schweitzer kicked it deep, a couple times they didn't cover it well. Now, DuBois is great at returning kicks, so I'm not sure I'd buy too much into that. They've taken multiple kicks back for touchdowns this year. Not sure what Butler is like in this case here. Schweitzer's going to kick this one. This one's pooched down the middle of the field. It is taken at the 32-yard line by one of the up men, and he's going to get it up over the 42. I think it was saying I heard them over there say it was maybe Max somebody or other.
I couldn't pick up.
Yeah, I didn't pick it up who it was. So they'll start at their own 42. Great field position for the Tornadoes here, trailing 7-0 now with 4:18 to play in quarter number 1. Brought to you by Eternally Clean. So it is Clems to the left of the quarterback Bagata here with Butler going right to left on your radio dial. They're wearing white for our radio unit. Our audience all white with their blue helmets.
For a pass here, Chris.
They're going to hand it off to Clems, and Clems is going to fight his way up to about the 44-yard line. Nice pickup on first down by Mark Clems. Pickup of 2 on the play.
Looks like 2.
Second down and 8.
Again, that was Charlie in on the tackle right there.
Charlie Hepful. Want to welcome our Butler audience. I know your principal, Jason Huffman, told me he was going to share that with some people. Jason, of course, his son Jackson, real key player at Red Bank Valley, who we saw a couple times this year. Real nice player, Jackson is. So it'll bring up a second down and 8. Carry insurance second down. They're going to hand it to Clem. Nope, keeping it. This is Bagata. Makes one man miss, makes a second one miss, and dives towards the 50. I think he's going to be out of bounds at the 49-yard line of Butler.
Looks like about 3 yards. They need 3 yards for a first.
So they are going to mark it right at the 49. That's a pickup of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down and 3, as Larry pointed out. Tennessee Miller Supply, or I'm sorry, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Third down, looking for that Tessa Miller Supply first down here. So they're going to come out of the gun. They're running. No, this time they're out of the. Well, yeah, it is. I guess it's sort of the gun. It's like the gun / pistol.
Right.
A little behind them. Now they're
This
going to look
is
to throw.
Yep.
Looking to throw, and they've got a man. That is Simcoe, and Simcoe's going to have enough for a first down into Central Clarion territory at about the 45-yard line.
And that's a play that they've run quite a bit that I've watched this week, and they're going to kind of come in, put him in. They'll sit different people right there.
So it'll bring up a first down and 10. Tennessee Motors Supply first down for Butler at the 45. 2:36 to go in a quick moving, eternally clean first quarter. 7-0 Central Clarion. Here's a pitch to Clems towards the near sideline. Clems makes a man miss and will finally be knocked out of bounds inside the 40 at about the 37-yard line.
That time they got some good blocks on the perimeter right there, allowing him to get outside and kind of use his speed and quickness to move up through there.
So after not doing anything on their first drive, they've gone 21 yards here on the second drive and have a second down and 2 from the Wildcat 37-yard line.
Yes. great opportunity maybe to try to dump one deep.
Out of the gun again is Bagata. Bagata is going to hand it to Clem. No, he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to have the first down across the 35 down to about the 32-yard line as he slices and dices his way for about 5 yards, maybe 6.
Again, one of the key defenders right there is Alex Love, is usually a person that's right there in that linebacker position.
So it'll bring up a first down and 10. Tennessee Voters play first down at the 31 of Central Clarion. Butler trailing 7-0 here. Under 2 minutes now to play in a quick moving, eternally clean first corner. Eternally-clean.com for all your cemetery services. Here's a handoff to Clems. Clems is going to get a couple of yards on the play, up across the 30 down to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
And they treat that, he said the fullback basically setting up behind the tackle right there, which gives him some flexibility, as you can see, number 42.
Going quick here is Butler on a 2nd down and 7 from the 28. Now they take some time. They've got those, I call it NCAA Division I with the signs over on the far side showing the play call and all that. When you have bigger rosters, you could do stuff like that. They're going to not hand it. They're going to look to throw. Bagata over. He's got a man wide open, and he overthrew him. That was Tyson Pino, but that throw was a little high, and Pino couldn't come down with it.
He was open on that play. There was an example where they just switched up routes from the route that they had completed earlier.
So that brings up a 3rd down and 7 now for the Tornadoes at the Central Clarion 27. Got to figure this is 4 down territory. It wasn't last week with the Punxsutawney kicker Owen Roken, who hit field goals of 45 and 39 yards. But most high schools do not have that luxury.
Very impressive.
So coming out of the gun here is Bagata. Bagata wants to throw. No, he's going to now flip it here on a reverse, and that is Simcoe. Simcoe makes a man miss, but Central Clarion, in making a nice tackle, was that
I tell you, they have more than one of these plays, these razzle-dazzle misdirection plays in there. They have a quarterback throwback play that I watched him throw earlier for a touchdown. So you could see almost anything down here at this point.
That was Kingston Danner on the tackle, and it was for just a yard. So nice play by Kingston Danner. He had a huge interception last week in that win over Du Bois. Kid that's really come on as the season's gone on for the Wildcats. Bring up a 4th down and 6, and Butler is going to go for it here. They've got Bagata in the gun. Clems is the sidecar to his left. Back to throw is Bagata. He's in trouble right away, looking to throw. Now he's going to throw it downfield, and it is
it intercepted?
Picked off. Maybe it was picked off by Charlie Heffel.
Yes,
Heffel would have been better off letting that one fall, but it will go as an interception. Charlie Heffel for the Wildcats right about the 19-yard line. That's where he went out of bounds at the 19. So the Wildcats bent, but they did not break, and they will take over here at their own 19 with just 10 seconds to go here in the eternally clean first quarter. So last play of the first quarter most likely coming up here for the Wildcats as their defense held. And they'll go into that wing with Beckwith as the fullback. They're going to hand it, though, to Rex. Rex trying to catch the edge. He makes a man miss and then gets down to about the 21-yard
maybe
line.
Maybe a yard and a half. Yeah.
And that'll do it here in the first quarter. At the end of one quarter here on the YDL Sports Network and 7 Mountain Media's Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football. It is Central Clarion 7 and Butler nothing. We'll be right back with the second quarter.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. Are you planning for retirement? Looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippenville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today. Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC.
Back here for the start of quarter number 2.
We talked about reason for the game moved up here this week from Weiser Field up to Al Jackson's field right here. Was this Jeff Croner? This is going to be his last ball game, and
as the band director, make sure they know what you're talking about.
Let me finish here, Chris. Yeah. I mean, he has about a 250 member band, and this is going to be their last performance here tonight. And
under Croner.
They're
going to come up here with a second down as we start the Verichetti Holding second quarter. And here's a ball. It's on the ground, and Butler's going to have it. Butler's going to have it as Hyman tried to hand it off, and Butler recovers it. Marcus Bakari with the recovery at the 15-yard line. Disaster struck there for the Wildcats as Hyman tried to hand it off, and when he did, it was fumbled right there. Bakari on the spot at the Central Clarion 15-yard line. So they're starting immediately in the Red Bank Chevrolet red zone.
I'm not sure exactly what happened there. I mean, it almost looked like Ethan was surprised that Ethan Rex, they was surprised he had the ball.
So after getting the turnover on defense, the Wildcat offense gives it right back, and now Butler in the Red Bank Chevrolet red zone at the 15. You too can drive into the red zone with Red Bank Chevrolet. Baghetti looks to capitalize right away, and it's incomplete. He was looking there for Clems, his running back, but it was a little overthrown. Bring up a second down and 10 at the 15. So now the Wildcat defense, with this sudden change situation, is going to be forced to try to make a stop. So Butler with second down and 10 at the 15. Clems is the running back to the right of Bagetta now as Butler goes left to right in the second quarter. Baguetta's going to keep it himself, looking for some room. He's got some. He's going to go out of bounds just shy of the first down at the 6-yard line. So now it's third down and 1 at the 6. Bagetta was able to do what you were talking about. Looked a little bit like Jace Ferguson there. Where's that number 1 like Ferguson wore for Central Clarion last year?
Hey, this kid could run the ball. There's no question. And that was the design run all the way.
Third and 1 as they check the sideline for the call.
I mean, this is, I would think it
and now we're going to have a timeout, and it's called by Central Clarion. So Central Clarion calls timeout. We'll take it with them here. This Ross Becker Insurance timeout with 11:43 to go in quarter number 2. 7-0 Central Clarion, but Butler inside the 10.
Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippensville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility, offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today.
Back here on Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg High School football, 11:43 to play in the second quarter. That is a Ross Becker Insurance timeout by the Wildcats. Ross Becker Insurance Group, with locations in Seneca, Corey, and Northeast. They strive to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to their customers while providing a great place to work for their valued team members. TeamRossBecker.com. That's ROSSBACHER. So now Central Clarion's defense is facing a third down and 1 with Butler at the Wildcats 6-yard line. Looking to get back in. They trail. Butler does 7-0 here. We started this drive at the 15 after the fumble by the Wildcats. Puts a man in motion, and now he's going to hand it to Clems. No, he keeps it himself, and Central Clarion blew it up all the way back at about the 10-yard line. The Wildcats weren't surprised at all by that play call.
I think that was quarterback Carter Hyman getting there first and turning him. It's just kind of a weird call there for me, Chris. You got 3rd and 1, and we're faking a jet. And
all the way back at the 11-yard line. So a loss of 5 on the play, and now a big 4th down coming up for Butler. They're going to keep the offense on the field as that's a Larson's Garbage Service play that you can throw in the trash, and Larson's Garbage Service will come and haul it away.
I mean, geez, they had 2 plays. They could have got a yard.
Now it's 4th down and 6 from the 11. Now see if Central Clarion can turn them away, or can Butler come up with a big play here on 4th down.
I think Beckwith's going to have to make a big play on this side over here.
Looking to throw is Clems.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, is Bagetta. He's in trouble. He throws it towards the end zone, and it is.
Well, I don't know.
It's a touchdown. It is a touchdown for Tyson Pino. It's a Tempa touchdown in the end zone, right at the front, in front of the pylon.
We just, I didn't know if he got his feet in there or not at first. It only is 1 foot in high school.
So at the 10:42 mark, Butler has gone within a point.
And that catch was obviously made out of bounds. He kept his feet in and made the catch out of bounds on it. So it was quite a throw.
So now looking to kick this will be Alex Fulmer. Fulmer's extra point is up, and that kick is good. And we are all tied up here at 7 with 10:42 to play. We'll be right back here in second quarter action. 7-7, Butler and Central Clarion.
You'll always score a great deal on your mobile home and other home improvement supplies when you go to Tempa Supply and Service, located next to Showcase Homes in Raised Corners, halfway between Clarion and Shippenville. Tempa Supply and Service is your one-stop shop for high-quality home parts, including doors, windows, furnaces, steps, and essential supplies.
Back here, that's a short Tempa touchdown drive for Butler. Just 4 plays, 15 yards, a minute 12 off the clock. And Central Clarion had an opportunity there, Larry. It was 4th down from the 11, but Pino and Bagetta made the play, and Central Clarion couldn't stop it.
Yeah, one of those things where you're playing a whole different ball game when you're playing DB down the end zone. You want to be in front of the receivers. You don't want to be behind them, obviously.
So it looks like it'll be Fulmer to kick off here for Central Clarion. It'll be Fulmer kicking.
We got Rex back there and
Ravitz. So Fulmer kicks, and it's a short squibber. It'll be taken by one of the up men. That is Beckwith at the 28. Beckwith tries to cut back, and he's going to get out to about the 33-yard line.
It's not bad field position. Anytime you get out beyond the 30, I consider that a win.
The only thing you'd like from your up men there, Larry, is to just kind of go straight forward instead of left to right.
Yeah, he ran left to right. Ran 5 or 6 yards. You could have got that going forward.
So Clarion will take over. Central Clarion will take over with 10:36 to go here in the Veriskety Holdings second quarter. All tied up at 7 at their own 33-yard line.
They got Rex in the backfield this time.
And the shotgun is Hyman. Hyman's going to keep it himself. Hyman looking for some room. Hyman finds a crease. Hyman gets over the 40, up to about the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. It's going to be real close to a first down here. It depends on the mark.
That was from the beginning of the year when she kind of came to the line of scrimmage, kind of hesitated looking for a hole. The difference, what I find in him right now is he hits the hole and runs.
That is enough for a Tennessee Butter Supply first down at the 43-yard line. You talked about that when we were up in St. Mary's a few weeks ago, Larry, that you really thought that he had started to do that running the football.
Really felt he's turned a corner here.
Now they're going to hand it to Rex. Rex looking for a hole. Rex has a hole. Rex over the 50, the 45, carrying people with him down to about the 41-yard line. And now the late flag's not sure who this is on, but there is a late flag at the 41-yard line.
I think Mr. Collinger, number 42, Jacob, was a little excessive. It looked like the whistle had blown.
We're going to find out here what it is. Central Clarion's coaching staff pointing like it's against Butler.
I think a personal foul.
Remember, you may not have representation on the field, but in real life, you have Zunder and Associates, ZunderLaw.com. And it is going to be a personal foul after the play was over.
I mean, Rex wasn't going down. There were 2 or 3 guys, but then I think that his momentum was stopped, and the official blew the whistle, but Jacob Collinger, number 42, was maybe a little zealot. I'm going to use that term.
So that'll move the ball all the way to the Butler 26-yard line, where it is a first down and 10 for the Wildcats, who started this drive at their own 33 quickly with 2 plays in the penalty. They're at the 26 of Butler. They're going to go into the wing T formation. They're going to put a man in motion. They're going to hand it to the other man. That's Rex. Rex, again, is over the 25, down to about the 23-yard line. They'll pick up about 3 for Rex.
Yeah, it was Jacob Collins, your number 42 on the tackle for Butler there.
That'll bring up a Carrier Insurance. Second down. Carrier Insurance wants to wish number 53, Brendan Carrier, good luck. Carrier Insurance provides insurance and PA notary services for your autos, trucks, trailers, and motorcycles. Carrier Insurance for all your insurance needs. CarrierInsuranceCares.com. So now it'll be second down and 7. Again in the wing are the Wildcats. They put a man in motion at the Perinovitz. They're going to throw out of it here with Hyman. Hyman looking. He's got a man wide open, and down at the 1-yard line is Ethan Rex. Rex couldn't keep his balance or he would have had a touchdown. Yeah. But he is at the 1-yard line as the Wildcats move into the Red Bank Chevrolet Red Zone. You too can drive into the Red Zone with a great new or used vehicle from Red Bank Chevrolet. RedBankChevrolet.com.
Great call there. I thought was a great opportunity to throw a pass. I'm not usually a fan when you move inside the 30-yard line. You always have 4 plays to get 10 yards. But that was a good call.
First down and goal. They're going to come with a, looks like a wishbone. Wishbone, actually. A little bit of wishbone. And it's going to be a tush push, basically. And does he get it or not? And we're waiting for the call. I don't think so. We're still, finally we get the whistle, and they're going to say he's short. Hyman short inside the 1. Be second down and goal at the Butler 1. And, boy, that whistle took forever to blow, Larry.
Right, sure did.
I mean, that ball was basically touching the goal line. I mean, it can't be more than about a quarter of an inch off the goal line.
You got the bit out.
I mean, holy cow! I'm looking at it, Larry. It literally looks like it's touching the goal line. I'm not sure how you can mark them short there, but they did, and it'll bring up a second down and 1. That's where I need Zunder and Associates to throw to come in and help negotiate. Now they're going to hand it to Rex, and Rex walks to the end zone for the Tampa touchdown.
We got a flag here. I don't know what happened.
After the touchdown, I do believe. We'll wait.
They're pointing back to Butler. The Central Clarion players are. If so, they may elect to go for 2 here.
It is on. I don't think I'd elect to go for 2. I think I'd save it for the kickoff if it's me.
I agree.
So Rex into the end zone with the 7:33 mark. And they will take that on the kickoff. So 2 personal fouls. Eric Christie can't be happy with that. 2 personal fouls on the same drive. Definitely not what he's hoping for and what he's teaching at Butler. We know that. Sometimes just happens in the course of the game, though.
Eric is a class act. He's always been.
Kicking here is Logan Bish for the extra point. Now they're flags, and I think Central Clarion might have moved. Yeah, it's false start on the Wildcats. Going to make it a little bit of a more difficult extra point attempt here back at the 8-yard line. So it'll be about a 25-yard.
Believe me, this young man has the leg.
So I'm going to kick a 25-yard extra point now for Bish. Straight on. Snaps there. Kick is up. That kick is good.
Yeah.
And Central Clarion takes a 14-7 lead here with 7:33 to go. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network.
Are you looking for fundraising ideas? Does your team need sports apparel promotional items? Maybe it's a team store you're looking for. Call or visit DE Sports Inc. on Main Street in Clarion. If you dream it, they make it. Call them at 814-226-4871 and like them on Facebook. Dave Eastad and crew will take care of you.
Back here after that, Tempest.
Chris, I want to point out.
Hold on a second, Larry. Hold on a second, Larry. Sorry. Need to get the Tempa supply and service promotion here. 6-play, 67-yard, 3:03 off the clock for the Wildcats to make it 14-7 on the Rex 1-yard run. Now your turn, Larry.
I just wanted to talk about the size of the crowd. It's quite a crowd here tonight. I'm sure it's a lot of alumni have come back and are back here because of Autumn Leap Weekend too.
So the personal foul on Butler will have Central Clarion kicking this ball off from the Butler 45-yard line. 83, and that'll go into the end zone. Yep, that is an automatic touchback in high school football. I don't necessarily love that rule, but it is what it is, and it is a touchback. So Butler will start at its own 20-yard line with 7:30 to go here in. They really should actually add that back to 7:33 as the clock shouldn't have started. But I don't know if anybody caught that, Larry.
You did.
Different rules in the NFL, college, and high school.
We won't be putting 3 seconds back on.
Yeah, that would have been put. They should have put 3 seconds back on. Is that it's automatic? It doesn't. The clock doesn't start until you touch the ball, and in that case, it's a touchback. So hopefully, this game doesn't come down to the final 3 seconds, or at least this half doesn't come down to the final 3 seconds. So now Bagetta, he's going to hand it to Clems. And Clems is going to pick his way up to about the 24-yard line.
One of the guys I see is Braylon Beckwith on that tackle right there.
Central Clarion up here 14-7, 7:13 to go in the Verichetti Holdings second quarter. Companies within Verichetti Holdings include Phoenix Innovative Metals, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Service, and Verichetti & Sons. Find out more at verichettiholdings.com. Today's game also being brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. Celebration of the 60 years of the St. Louis Arch, and that arch was built, 80% of the steel built in Warren, PA. Here's a handoff to Clems, and Clems, straightforward, going to be real close to the first down. He might be about a half a yard short. We'll wait and see where the spot is, but it looks like he's just going to be just a little bit short. So call it the 29, but it's about the 29 3/4.
It'll be kind of interesting to see what they did this time. I mean, we remember down here in the goal line when they had a yard to go, they decided to do a jet or fake the jet and have the quarterback keep.
Third down and not a whole lot here. Third down and just inches. Out of the shotgun, though, will come Butler.
I'm not a fan of this.
And they're going to hand it to Clems, and Clems is going to fight his way for the first down up to about the 31-yard line.
And I'm sure Braylon is upset at himself. He had a great shot of making that tackle right there.
So that'll bring up a first down and 10. Tennessee Builders play first down as we hit the 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Except Braylon Briggs better come back with him. Sorry.
Yeah, Braylon was his older brother.
His older brother was a pretty good ball there.
I made that mistake last week, actually, so as I was writing a story, and then I had to go back and correct myself. So don't feel bad, Larry. So first down and 10 at the 31. They're going to run with Bagetta. Now Bagetta throws, and he's got a man out there. That's Simcoe. Simcoe over the 45, out of bounds near midfield. In fact, he's out of bounds right at midfield. You talked about he liked to go to Simcoe, and he's doing that. This is, I think, you're seeing the passing game, and again, they are missing their number one cornerback in Mason Burford, who shut down Jackson Hansley last week, easily the best wide receiver in District 9, one of the better wide receivers in the state, and Burford just completely shut him down. But they're without him tonight with that hamstring injury. And now looking, it's a bad snap. It goes over the head of the quarterback, Bagetta. It's still loose, and I think Butler recovers it all the way back at their own 29-yard line, as that was just a bad snap that went way over the head of the quarterback, Bagetta.
I'll tell you what, Chris, shotgun wasn't real popular when I started coaching, and one of the things that when we started using it, I was very actually didn't want to really do it because of the factor of the wind around here and the weather, and but Davey kind of proved me wrong last year with
they're going to mark it at
Jace.
30, so it's a loss of 20 on the play. So Carrier Insurance, second down and 30. Now another high snap. This time he got it. They're going to try a screen, and it is incomplete. Central Clarion was all over that. That was, once again, that was Danner there was all over that play.
There's something I don't understand. When you're looking out there and you've got press coverage like that, that play's just not going to go.
So that'll bring up a third down and 30, and you got to be aware of the draw play here if you're the Wildcats. Draw or screen, it would seem to be the call here.
I agree.
But, sometimes I wouldn't mind to just see a fade here because, it's a low percentage of it being intercepted and, maybe a high percentage of getting something. They're going to keep it with the quarterback, though, and Baguetta's got some room. And he'll be tackled at about the 41-yard line, way short of the first down. He did pick up 11 on the play, but when you needed 30, you'll be more than happy to give up 11.
But still, an important 11. I think it will give their punter a better opportunity to give Central Clarion bad field position.
So once again, on the punt, it looks like it's Kaufman here. His first punt went just 23 yards. It's a Daddy's in Clarion punt. You'll never have to punt on lunch or dinner when you go to Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion.
Either Central Clarion's coming after this punt.
Rex is deep
back
at
there
his
by himself.
27, and now
They're coming,
and it gets it away, and it's a nice punt. It's going to hit at the 30. It's going to bounce, and Rex, instead of picking it up when it was bouncing right to him, lets it roll, and it rolls all the way back to the 11-yard line.
He needed to use his baseball skills there. Ethan's quite a baseball player, and
so with 3:39 to go in the second quarter, brought to you by Verichetti Holdings, Central Clarion takes over at their own 11-yard line, leading this football game 14-7. I think they're going to go at the 11. I'm still waiting for them to put the ball down for some reason. I don't know. Do we have a penalty here? Oh, we had a penalty on that play, Larry.
look, there's the flag. I finally see it at the 35. Boy, this could be a big one.
Well, they're going to have to re-kick the football.
Absolutely.
Wow. Holding on Butler. Yeah, I mean, that's the absolute right decision by Davey Eggleton. Never did see the flag. Where was? Oh, it is all the way there at the 35-yard line. Wow. Yeah, our eyes were looking the other way, and so now Butler's going to have to re-punt this football after they had the Wildcats pinned all the way back at the 11-yard line. We'll see what this ends up, but you got to figure that Central Clarion's going to end up with a massive difference in field position here, Larry.
I would think.
So Rex is standing at his 32. Is they're going to punt it from the 31-yard line here? So now Rex at the 35-yard line for Kaufman's kick. And then they just ran down there on coverage, too. Kaufman's kick. This one is a short, high one that is going to hit and take a Butler roll, but it's going to be in at the 43-yard line. What a difference there. The Wildcats are going to have the ball at the 11-yard line. Instead, they're going to have it at the 43. That is a difference, if I'm doing the math right, Larry, of 32 yards. So Central Clarion with 3:27 to go, instead of having to go 89 yards, now finds itself just 57 yards away from the end zone, leading 14-7. They're going to hand it. Nope, Hyman's going to throw it. Wants to go deep. He throws it deep, and he's got a man at the 40-yard line. That is Rex, and Rex is going to have a first down inside Butler territory at the 40.
That's his second reception. 2 passes, 2 receptions.
Yeah, that is now going back to last week. That is now 13 consecutive passes that haven't hit the ground for Hyman. Of course, one of them was an interception last week, but Carter Hyman's starting to really feel it as a sophomore. That's good news for the Wildcats, as he just keeps progressing as a quarterback and a leader. Now they're going to hand it to Beckwith, and Beckwith is going to fight his way forward for a few yards to about the 37-yard line.
That's Briggs Beckwith. Looks like about 3 yards, yeah.
Bring up a carrier insurance, second down at the 37, down to 2:39 to go. Big drive here for the Wildcats, Larry. If you can go into the half with a 14-point lead and you get ball to start second half, that could be a huge difference in the football game.
Be nice to eat this time up, too.
Out of the gun now is Hyman. He's going to keep it himself. He cuts at the 35 and is dragged down from behind at about the 34-yard line. Clem's made the tackle, and he really, a first down saving tackle, I believe, as it is at the 34. Pick up a 3 on the play.
It's a Collinger and Clem are their two tough linebackers right there.
3rd down and 4. You've got 2 plays to get 4 yards, and I know Larry Weiser's thinking, I'm just handing the ball off here.
You got it.
Out of the gun here with Rex the sidecar to his right. He's going to keep it himself again, and this time Butler is all over it. That was number 51, Cal Newton Boston, who smoked that out and dropped them for a yard loss.
I think there's a point, I think, when you have them looking at Rex, them looking at Rex, and then a little bit of Briggs Beckwith in there. Carter does well that way. I don't know about running him twice in a row there, but hey.
We'll bring up a 4th down and 5. So big 4th down here for both teams with a minute 23 to go on a running clock here in the Varischetti Holdings second quarter. 14-7. Central Clarion in the lead. Big 4th down for the Wildcats at the 35 of the Golden Tornadoes. They're going to go out of the gun. The play clock is down to 7. Taking the snap is Hyman. Hyman rolls. Hyman wants to throw. Throws it downfield. There's some contact, no flag, and it's incomplete, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
I think it was a good call by the official, even though, basically the corner as he fell down, grabbed for the legs of the receiver in that case.
It'll bring up a 1st down and 10 at the Butler 35 for the Golden Tornadoes with 58 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how Butler chooses to play this one. So Butler will come out of the here in the gun. They've got 3 receivers to the right. That's the near sideline. They're going to look to throw. Bagetta wants to go deep. He throws it deep. It's Marinovitz, and it'll be incomplete. He was looking for, I think that was Pino, but it's incomplete. Ravitz on the coverage.
Pino Marcus Vergari.
Was Pino, number 9.
Tyson, yeah.
So to bring up a 2nd down and 10. So I don't mind going deep there, Larry. I think that's a good call if you're Butler. You don't get the football out of the break, so why not try to score here? 2nd down and 10. All 3 timeouts left for Butler. They're going to keep it this time with Bagetta. Bagetta's got some room. He's over the 40, the 45, and steps out of bounds. Oh, he's going to step out of bounds, I think, a yard short of the 1st down. He had an opportunity to step out on the other side of the marker and didn't do it. So he steps out of bounds at the 44s, pick up a 9 on the play, but that brings up a 3rd down and 1. Does stop the clock with 44 seconds to go. But I know you'd rather see your quarterback just put that ball out there and get the 1st down.
There's where you have he's really on their sidelines there. An opportunity to really coach a kid where they want him to get him bound. Maybe they want him out of there thinking that he was going to get stopped inbounds.
So they'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 out of the gun. They're going to keep it with Bagetta again. Again, off that left side. He's got all kinds of room into Central Clarion territory across the 40, out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Used it as sideline well. Central Clarion's in a dime defense with 2 safeties, and they're playing man under. So you got your downside, your corners and so forth. They're kind of running with the receivers. They're being run off. And that's either your dime safeties have got to come up and make that tackle.
So they're out the Central Clarion 40 with 37 seconds to go. They've done a good job of moving down the field here quickly. Looking to throw is Bagetta. Bagetta over the middle. He's got a man there, and that's going to be close to the 1st down. That is Pino again. And if I'm Butler, I use a timeout here. I've got 3 of them.
They are using.
They will use a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network. 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Butler driving at the Central Clarion 40, down 14-7.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
So, Larry, this is about as disastrous for the Wildcats as you can think of. They had the ball at the 34-yard line, facing 3rd down with just over a minute to go at the Butler 34. All of a sudden, Butler has the ball at the Central Clarion 29 with 30 seconds to go. Butler a lot of credit for how they've managed the clock, but Central Clarion's defense is going to have to tighten up here.
We'll see if they change things up here or not.
They're going to go out of the gun here. Bagetta.
I think they got to get some pressure off. They're doing a 3-man rush. We'll see if they decide blitz this time. They did.
And Bagetta in trouble, rolls around, going to tuck it and run, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds by Hyman inside the 25 at about the 24-yard line. Clock stops with 22 seconds to go.
They still have 2 timeouts, so great opportunity. He still could run the ball or throw the ball over the middle.
They're going to mark it right at the 25, so pick up a 4 on the play. It'll bring up Clarion Insurance, 2nd down and 6 with 22 seconds to go in the half. Central Clarion holding the 14-7 lead. Out of the gun is Baguetta. Takes the snap, rolls to his right, looking to throw, wants to throw. He's got a man down there. It is tipped and almost intercepted. That was
18.
Yep. Jackson again. Moravitz was, again, I talk about how he is everywhere on defense, Larry, and he was right there and almost had a big interception. Now down to 16 seconds to go, and it's 3rd down and 6. Clock is starting to become a factor here from the 25, even with the 2 timeouts. Looking to throw is Baguetta. Rolls, throws it over, and it is caught and getting out of bounds inside right out the 10-yard line. That was the Kaufman. They're going to mark it right at the 10.
This is I think a good time for them to make sure they have in there what they want.
9 seconds left here, so time for maybe 2 plays, 2 throws into the end zone here if you're Butler, and they have some there. Central Clarence defense putting out some different things. They're going to go. They look like they want to have man coverage over on the sides. Baguetta looks to throw, throws it, and it is incomplete, and now we're down to 4 seconds. And now what does Eric Christie do? I think this kicker, from what we saw on the extra point, is capable of kicking this field goal, Larry, and I think from the 10, I might be considering it.
I think they're going to take a timeout here and make that decision.
We're going to keep it here as they take that timeout. Be down to 1 timeout. Butler will. Nothing that matters with 4 seconds to go.
One of the things I'd be down there in huddle is watching that. They did a quarterback throwback where they handed the ball off, and I think Clems threw the ball back.
Well, that's why you put that on film, so that guys like you start worrying about stuff like that.
Right. But it's things you want to make sure you cover, that you keep somebody at home.
It's gonna, and if you're Central Clarion, do you blitz here, Larry? I think I do. I think I bring extra men.
I'm totally in agreement. I mean,
I just don't want the quarterback to have time to think. The less time the quarterback has to think, especially in high school football, the more chances of me stopping the play are, is my thought process on that.
And what you want to do is you want to come up and press. Don't let them off the line. You know, I mean, you only got 4 seconds. If you're forcing that pressure, especially contained pressure, bringing it from the outside.
So it's going to be a 4th down here for Butler at the 10-yard line with 4 seconds to go. Should be the last play of the half, barring a penalty. Baguetta out of the gun. Looks to throw. Plenty of time. Now runs out of time. Clock goes off. Throw into the end zone. It is dropped. It was dropped in the back of the end zone. It was tipped and then dropped. And the half comes to an end with Central Clarion leading 14-7. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network in about 2 minutes. Also, Seven Mountains Media's Bigfoot Legends Radio.
All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. As you approach retirement, it is important to accumulate assets and build a financial plan that can sustain your lifestyle during your golden years. While calculating the cost of your changing income needs can be daunting, our Retirement Income Evaluator can help you develop a roadmap for the future. To learn more, stop by our office located at 162 South 2nd Avenue in Clarion. Give us a call at 814-223-9990 or visit JannyClarion.com. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE. FINRA, and SIPC. Why should you choose Nolf Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Fairmont City? Why wouldn't you choose them? At Nolf, their sales are speedy and include upfront and straightforward pricing. If it's service and parts you're after, they have skilled technicians who are factory trained while offering knowledgeable parts experts. Maybe you need Nolf's full service body shop offering top quality collision repair to all makes and models of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Or do you want to cruise the highway in a clean, shiny vehicle thanks to Nolf's detailing service? No matter your needs, Nolf Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Fairmont City is there for you. Find out more at nolfchryslerdodge.com. Back here on Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network, Bigfoot Legends, 101.3 FM, 94.1 FM, 1300 AM, and streaming live at bigfootlegends.com. We're at the half, Central Clarion 14-7 over Butler, and it's now time for our Allstate Insurance at David Jones Agency halftime show. You're in good hands with Allstate Insurance and the David Jones Agency. Dave will always help you make the right decision with your insurance needs. Call him today at 814-223-4000. Larry, we're going to take, we're not going to be able to show the full halftime here, but we are going to take a second to let people see this Butler band. And like I said, unfortunately, we can't show the full halftime, but I can show you some of it, and that we will do right now. And here it is. Just a snippet there of the great Butler High School marching band. And glad we could give you a moment of that. I know people would love to see and hear more of it. We can let you see some of it, but we do have some obligations to take care of here at halftime. I do apologize for that. All we said, if somebody wants to sponsor the band next year, don't hesitate to contact us. We will figure out a way to get more of the band in if somebody's willing to pay for a halftime sponsorship of it. As it is, we have to go to our Janney Montgomery Scott and Clarion halftime stats. No matter where you are in life, just starting out in your peak earning years, nearing retirement and contemplating your legacy, Janney Montgomery Scott is here for you. When you work with us, it's about it going beyond investing. It's about connecting your life and finances. JanneyClarion.com. Central Clarion 14-7 here at the break. 9 first downs to 8 for the Wildcats. They are currently holding a slight edge in total offense. 100. Well, actually, they're down a yard in total offense. Butler 121 yards. Central Clarion 120. Of that, 81 on the ground for the Wildcats. 39 through the air. Leading the way for Central Clarion is Ethan Rex, 7 carries, 49 yards, 2 touchdowns. Carter Hyman, 5 for 19. Hyman is 2 for 3, passing for 39 yards. Beckwith, 4 carries for 10 yards. For Butler, it's all about Nico Baguetta. Baguetta, 9 carries for 55 yards. He's also 5 of 13 passing, 62 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Mark Clem, 7 carries for 23 yards. And when you look at that total yardage, Central Clarion, 1 less yard. And remember, Butler had the 20-yard bad snap that really contributes to their yardage. Receiving for Central Clarion, Rex, two catches for 39 yards. Simcoe, 2 for 25. And Pino, 2 for 22, and a touchdown for Butler. We're going to return after these messages here on the YDL Sports Network and Seven Mountains Media. Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With locations in Shippensville and Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Back here at halftime, 14-7, Central Clarion over Butler. Time for our Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. Score a great round of golf at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside Tonesta, hunterstation.com. Sure, I haven't checked the official closing date yet, but I got to figure it's coming up here soon as the weather turns bad. But make sure you get up there. Probably still time. Central Clarion started the scoring 4:27 of quarter number one. A 12-yard Ethan Rex kick run. Logan Bish kick. 7-0 Wildcats. Then Butler answered at the 10:42 mark after a Central Clarion fumble at the 15. It was Pino catching an 11-yard pass from Baguetta. Fulmer's kick tied the game at 7. Central Clarion came right back. 7:33 to go. It was Rex from 1 yard out. Bish kick, and that is where we stand, 14-7. Wildcats at the half. We will be right back here on the YDL Sports Network and Seven Mountains Media.
We think Ross Becker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at cozy family dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours, Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tenesta.
I appreciate that.
Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Back here at Memorial Stadium, halftime 14-7. Central Clarion Band will give you, like we did with the Butler Band, a couple of seconds with them. Again, we can't give you the whole show, but we will give you a couple of seconds with the Central Clarion Wildcat Marching Band. We'll wait for Larry to get his window open here for you.
Up next, we will feature our color guard in the high energy song Last Friday Night, another hit made popular by Katy Perry. Kara will now take the podium with a ton of excitement.
There is your Central Clarion Wildcat Marching Band. And again, you can watch them tomorrow in the ALF parade starting at noon through downtown Clarion. It's now time here for our Generational Wealth Management halftime scoreboard. Let's take a quick look here. From last night, big win by Port Allegheny, 48-22, Larry over Brockway. Gators win District 9, Region 2, and Aiden Bliss, 6 touchdowns, another 200-yard game. You know, that is now 19 career 200-yard games for Aiden Bliss, who went over 7,000 career yards rushing yesterday. Only the second rusher in District 9 history, joining Nick Stewart of Kerwinsville and doing that. Congratulations to Aiden Bliss, and who's had an unbelievable career up at Port Allegheny.
Absolutely. I want to extend my congratulations to him and then to the Port Allegheny.
Yeah, another second consecutive undefeated regular season for the Gators under Justin Minkowski, though. Easily, I know the seedings don't come out till tomorrow. I'm going to just make this prediction. They're going to be the number 1 seed in single A.
I would guess.
Union AC Valley, who will be the number 2 seed, is defeated Reynolds last night, 22-14. Max Gallagher and Logan Skabinski, each big touchdowns in that game. Tonight, Kane all over Bradford, 42-0. Red Bank Valley, 14-0 over Brookville. Cameron County, Smithville, we do not have a score in that game. Tussey Mountain, 21. Kerwinsville, 0. Hollidaysburg all over DuBois, 28-0. St. Mary's, 35. Monoton, 0. Penn Cambria, 7. Clearfield, 0. And those are the scores that we have, and let's see if I can get you a score on Ridgeway. St. Mary's 42, Montauk nothing is the score up in Ridge up in St. Mary's. So I don't know if we had that score. Did I mention? Yeah, it's 42-0 now, St. Mary's, and so they flip flopped on us. We thought the St. Mary's game was going to be on the Facebook page, and not sure what's going on up there, but. Ridgeway, we do not have a score for Ridgeway and Otto Elgin. Might have had trouble connecting, honestly. Carn City all over Wilmington, 20-7. Wow. Nice game. Punxsutawney 38-0 over Sharpsville. Over in District 10, Cathedral Prep is in dire straits now when it comes to a playoff spot. They trail Farrell 22-0 in the second quarter. Farrell coming off of a 70-0 win last week over Reynolds. They're up 22-0 on Cathedral Prep tonight. Probably going to stop Cathedral Prep from getting to the sub-regional playoffs in the process. And Farrell, I think, Larry, is a team to watch as we go down into the playoffs. I think the Steelers could make a run to the state title game, something they've done many of times in their program history.
Yeah, there's no question. I know they had a number of players coming back off that very good team we went out and watched last year against Central Clarion.
Conneaut leads Girard 7-0. Meadville over Erie 7-0. Harbor Creek 28. Iroquois 0. St. Francis, New York 14. McDowell 7. Slippery Rock was leading Mercer 7-3. Some of these scores were kind of early. Fort LaBeouf 14. Mercyhurst Prep 6. Cambridge Springs 14. Union City 7. Northeast 14. Warren 6. Fairview 14, Titusville 0. Oil City and Corey, they just said, we don't want to play tonight, even though we scheduled the game at the beginning of the year, and we knew we were both playoff teams, and then we decided we don't want to play because we're playoff teams. I hate that, Larry.
I agree with that.
I mean, just, if you're going to schedule the game at the beginning of the year, play the game.
Play it.
If you don't want to, if you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team and you don't want to play, then just don't schedule the game. Nobody would care if you didn't schedule it. Just go out and play. The high school kids only get so many games to play to begin with, and when you start worrying about whether you're going to get injuries and don't want to play, I'm just not a big fan of it. That's all. But that's okay. Not my decision to make at the end of the day.
So I'm wondering, nobody went. This doesn't count. Is that how that?
Yeah, it just doesn't count, and I don't know. District 10's strange in the way they do their playoffs. It's different than, say, District 9 does theirs, and it's just different. It just is. Larry, let's take a look at our halftime adjustments. With 8 locations, these are brought to you by the Rehab Center, by the way, with 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, Katanning. The Rehab Centers, chiropractors caring for health, therehabcenters.com. That's the old English spelling, R-E-S at the end. And with it comes our Wiser's Wisdom, brought to you by DE Sports.
Well, I'm going to start with Butler right there. They're going to have to stop Central Clarion's ground game. And they want to try to force up, and I think that doesn't change from really the first half. And on the opposite side, I think Central Clarion I really liked their first drive, and even in the second part of their drive, they were mixing up who was running the ball. That first touchdown, there were 4 different people that had their hands on the ball, and I like that diversity. And I think when they look at that at halftime, what their successful plays are, come back to it. A lot of Butler's yardage, we talked about the yardage, actually, a yard, 2 yards are better than Central Clarion. A lot of it came on that last drive when Central Clarion was in a dime defense, and they were really kind of rushing 3 men and, falling back to cover the pass. And Bagetta did a nice job getting outside and moving the ball up the field, trying to give them an opportunity to get in. Not that was a big stop for Central Clarion. That could have given a lot of momentum to Butler here. Look for a great half here.
We'll be back here with the second half after these messages.
Are you looking for fundraising ideas? Does your team need sports apparel promotional items? Maybe it's a team store you're looking for. Call or visit DE Sports Inc. on Main Street in Clarion. If you dream it, they make it. Call them at 814-226-4871 and like them on Facebook. Dave Eastad and crew will take care of you. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9913 for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or eternally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their resting clean promise.
They're playing 2 weeks for sure.
Are you planning for retirement? Looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippenville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today. Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC. Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility, offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today. You'll always score a great deal on your mobile home and other home improvement supplies when you go to Tempa Supply and Service, located next to Showcase Homes in Raised Corners, halfway between Clarion and Shippenville. Tempa Supply and Service is your one-stop shop for high-quality home parts, including doors, windows, furnaces, steps, and essential supplies. A good garbage company is like a good long snapper. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For a great, dependable garbage service in Clarion County, nobody does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsongarbage.com.
Located at 500 Broad Street, Red Bank Chevrolet is proud to be your new Bethlehem auto dealer, offering a wide variety of new cars and trucks, as well as certified used vehicles. We also welcome our Brookville, Pittsburgh, Katanning, and Oil City customers, and are committed to placing the keys of the right vehicle in your hands. What are you waiting for? Stop by and see us today, or give us a call at 814-275-2410.
Are you looking for fundraising ideas? Does your team need sports apparel promotional items? Maybe it's a team store you're looking for. Call or visit DE Sports Inc. on Main Street in Clarion. If you dream it, they make it. Call them at 814-226-4871 and like them on Facebook. Dave Eastad and crew will take care of you.
Back here as we get ready to start the second half. Third quarter will be brought to you by Acrisure. Acrisure, with a location in DuBois, is the official insurance provider of the YDL Sports Network. Call Jake today. Find out more at Acrisure.com/mid-Atlantic. Today's game being brought to you by the Warren County Visitors Bureau. Find out all there is to do in Warren, PA, WCVB.net. Talked about it a little bit in the first half about that, Larry. 80% of the steel that was used in the arch in St. Louis was made in Warren, PA. This is the 60th anniversary. This week coming up was the 60th anniversary of the final piece being put in there. I had an opportunity to go this summer, do a story, interview the lady from the Park Service, the whole 9 yards. Really cool story that most people don't know about locally, is the connection that we have here in Western Pennsylvania to the St. Louis Arch.
I never realized that until we had that discussion coming home from, Bradford that night.
Yeah, so really neat thing. You can go to yourdailylocal.com and just look up St. Louis Arch on it, and you'll be able to read that story if you're interested in finding out a little bit more about the history of Warren, PA. It was Pittsburgh DuBois Steel Company, and really kind of cool. And it's the 60th anniversary this year of the St. Louis Arch, one of the American iconic symbols. And so we're ready to start the second half here. We've got a kickoff coming up, brought to you by Advanced Drainage Systems, and it's a short one. And it is taken by one of the up men for Central Clarion, and he's going to be out over the 35 to about the 39-yard line, talking about the 25-yard line.
It's a pretty good field position to start right here. This is always such a key momentum thing here for me, is coming out, you getting the ball the second half here, which, I like the fact that we kicked off, we stopped them defensively, Central Clarion. Here I am.
11:55 here, third quarter, is they'll take over here at the 38. Out of the gun, bunch to the left here. Central Clarion goes right to left. They're going to hand it to Rex and run towards the near sideline. Rex gets a big gainer out over the 40 to about the 45-yard line. Got to figure more Ethan Rex in the second half, Larry.
Absolutely. He just broke 2 tackles right there. He probably should have been tackled for maybe a 2-yard gain.
Feel like they necessarily gave him the ball as much as they should have in that first half. That was just his 8th carry of the game right there. He's gained 56 yards. And it's Second down now and 3. It's a Carrier Insurance second down. Want to wish Brendan Carrier good luck.
We'll see if they come back into this inside trap.
Put a man in motion, Marinovitz. Now they're going to hand it to Rex, and Rex is able to get back to about the line of scrimmage, maybe rolled over it to the 46, but Butler was all over that one.
And that was number 52 for Butler right there, making a good tackle.
In fact, no gain on the play. It'll bring up a third down and 3. They had some luck with that right out of the gate, but it seems like as the game's gone on, Butler's adjusted to that.
Misdirection.
The misdirection much better. So third down and 3, big third down here for the Wildcats. They're going to hand it to Marinovitz, and Marinovitz has got to have a first down across the 50 to about the 48, 47 yard.
That was really, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give Carter Hyman, I'm going to give him another A+ for faking everybody out on that. He did a nice job with his handoffs.
So Marinovitz, it's over the 50 to the 47.
That was something also early on. I noticed that he was looking at the play a lot. Once he handed the ball off, he was, basically telling the defense where the ball was going. He's done a much better job as the week's going on.
You're talking Carter Hyman.
Carter Hyman, yes.
That'll bring up a first down and 10. Tennis Builders play first down at the 47-yard line of Butler. In the wing is the Wildcats. They'll put a man in motion. They will look to throw out of it. Looking to throw, and bad throw. It was incomplete, and Hyman was under pressure, and that's where that sophomore comes in. He can't throw that ball. It was almost intercepted there. He's lucky that it was at the feet of Jacob Collinger, because Collinger would have had a touchdown if he had picked that off.
That's correct. Just throw the ball out of bounds.
They're going to call the Wildcats for an illegal formation, and instead of taking the incomplete pass, Butler's going to push them backwards. So the formation penalty on the Wildcats. Would you have accepted that penalty, Larry?
I think no.
I don't think I would have either.
No,
I'm kind of with you. I'd have taken it down. Instead, it'll be first down and 15. It would have been second and 10, but instead it's second and 15 now. I'm sorry. It's second down. Well, hold on. Is it second down or first down? Okay, that makes more sense. They declined the penalty.
That brings up third down.
It actually should bring up second down. It should be second down.
Second, okay.
It is third and 10.
First play they ran.
They ran it. Was there an incomplete pass before that? I don't remember an incomplete pass before that. Do you? It should be second down and 10. It should be second and 10.
No. Stop.
Yeah, it should be second down. This is second week in a row now that I've watched this. It's just they've gotten confused. Hyman looks to throw now on what's a third down. He throws it over to Rex. Rex is going to get up to about the 40-yard line. And it's going to be fourth down when it should have only been third down.
I think Davey's talking about that right now.
I just don't understand how this keeps happening now. Like it's just they got the first down, and then there was the incomplete pass on the penalty, and somehow or other the box marker moved an extra down. No, they're still saying fourth down. Over on the far side, it says fourth down, so it's fourth down.
Third on the clock. Now it's fourth on the clock.
It's not good officiating, Larry. It just isn't. Like, you can't miss the down. And now they're going to throw, and they're going to get the first down. They're going to make it so it didn't matter, as Rex, I think, was on the reception. He was. But, again, that's 2 weeks in a row now that I've seen a situation where it should have been third down, and instead the officials had it as fourth down. And there's really no excuse for that to happen at the high school football level. So it's going to be a first down at the 33-yard line. So Central Clarion overcame it. Last week it hurt Punxsutawney. They were forced to kick a field goal thinking it was fourth down. Went back, looked at the video. It was definitely third down. I'm doing computer stats, so, it's kind of hard for me to miss it. Here's Marinovitz. Marinovitz going to have another first down inside the 25 down to about the 22-yard line.
That was a great Great change-up pace there, getting the ball to Baranovich. And what I like this series is that they're mixing the ball up with different people.
We'll bring up a...
So you're in 4-down territory. Like to see a little bit of Ethan right here.
First down and 10 at the 22 of Butler. Here's a handoff. There's Rex. Rex trying to hit the edge, and he's not going to get there. He is dropped for a loss, as it looks like it was Pino and Clems that were over there. And then I think one of them had a little bit to say to Rex. Pino did after making that tackle. And it was back at the 24-yard line. That's a Larson's garbage service play for a loss. You can tear that play up, throw it in the garbage, and Larson's garbage service will come and take it away. So that'll be second down and 12 at the 24-yard line. Hyman puts a man in motion, goes to pass, throws it off his back foot, and it's caught by Rex, who keeps his balance and scores the touchdown for the Wildcats. Oh, what a play by Ethan Rex.
Ethan, in every pass that he's caught, it's been an outstanding catch. He's had to go down. That time he had to jump up in the air and catch that ball.
That was an unbelievable catch by Rex.
And then kept his balance.
It was being thrown off the back foot by Hyman. It was a little high. Rex went up the ladder, got it, and then a great job to maintain his balance and score the touchdown, the Tempa touchdown, to make it 20-7. Bush in to kick the extra point. Snap is there. Kick is up. That kick is good. And the Wildcats go up 21-7 over Butler here with 6:49 to go in quarter number 3. We'll be right back here in the YDL Sports Network and 7 Mountains Media. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Back here after that Tempa Supply and Service touchdown drive, 9 plays, 62 yards, 5 minutes and 6 seconds off the clock. Exactly what we said that Central Clarion needed to do to start the half, Larry.
And this is going to be a big defensive stop for him.
So now Schweitzer will kick it off. And see, Larry, the reason, back to that down, I'm keeping computer stats, so it's not like I could miss a down doing the computer with the stats. But Central Clarion was able to overcome that adversity. That's what good teams do. Here's a kickoff to the 24. It's picked up by one of the up men, and then he is stood up at the 30-yard line. And that was, looks like 14 Max Rain, they're saying is pronounced.
That's where you want to keep him inside the 30, and it's you're right at the 29 3/4.
We're going to call that the 30-yard line.
I don't see that ball touching the line, Chris. Come on.
Call that the 30. Oh, whoops.
Kind of see what's interesting here.
Officials timeout here as ball's at the 30. I'm not sure what they're over-talking to the Butler sideline here. With 6:43.
And one of the things he's found that if they come back thinking that they have an opening here on the left with him running the ball, I think that's going to be a key containing him.
Magetta tries to get Central Clarion to jump. They do not. So Butler going left to right on your radio dial in their white road uniforms. Play clock is at 3. Takes the snap, hands it to Clems. Clems is met at the line of scrimmage and dropped for a loss back at the 29-yard line. And see, Larry, that's why you call it the 30, because with that tackle now, it's a tackle for a loss. As a defensive guy, you'd like that, right?
Yes, I would.
Back at the Butler 29-yard line. Didn't catch who made the tackle there for the Wildcats. But that is a Larson's garbage service play for a loss. Second down and 11. It's a Carrier Insurance second down. We are in the Station 101 broadcast booth. Station 101 in DuBois. Craft beer, craft food, craft service. Throwing here is Baguetta, and he's got a man over there. That is
I don't know.
No, incomplete. They're going to call it incomplete. It looked like it was Pino in.
Is there a flag down?
I do not see one, no. Though, so far today, who knows? We missed one earlier, so we could always miss another one, right? Bring up 3rd down and 11 now as they get Baguetta on the move. And when he gets on the move, he's dangerous. You were talking about that in the pregame, Larry. You're 100% right. Still a little confused how he hasn't completed more passes this year.
One of the things I said, if he's looking at himself in the offseason here, is looking at who he's thrown to. Because he said other receivers wide open. He has a favorite receiver with Deacon Simcoe that he likes to throw to.
So it's 3rd down and 11. Baguetta back to throw.
Pressure.
It's a screen, and it is read by Clarion, but Clems makes a man miss, and he's got a 1st down and more over the 40 to the 45. Central Clarion had him at the line of scrimmage, couldn't bring him down, and Clems will have a 1st down up at the 45-yard line. They had a chance, the Wildcats did, to blow that play up, but instead it turns into a 16-yard gain.
That's one-on-one. That's what you want as a good running back to break those one-on-one tackles.
Larry Weiser would know, running back in the late 1960s at Bald Eagle High School. Found some pictures of Larry running the football for the Bald Eagles.
Some great days.
So 1st down and 10 at the 45. Baguetta's going to hold it and keep, and he is going to get a few yards up to about the 49-yard line.
It's a good play call. It picked up almost 4 yards on that play, Chris.
It is a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. Carrier Insurance 2nd down. They want to wish Brendan Carrier good luck. Second down and 6 for the Tornadoes. Alma mater of Karn City Athletic Director Chris Bellis, whose brother Sean was a PSAC West Rookie of the Year here at Clarion University. And that ball was picked off. Who else? Ethan Rex at the 43. Returns it over the 45 to about the 48-yard line.
I know you're going to take a lot of credit for this, Chris, but every time we've covered this team, Ethan seems to have a great game.
I just think Ethan's just going to have a great game no matter who covers this team.
Chris and I were talking earlier in the week that every time we've covered them, they've won this time, and I was telling Coach Dave Louder before the game.
Actually, Davey Eagleton, when I was down talking to him and Eric Chris before the game, told Eric that he's like, "You're in trouble tonight. Mr. Chris is here." And I just laughed like, yeah, I had anything to do with it. They are 4-0 when I see them play, though, and they have won 5 games. They're 1-4 when I'm not here, 4-0 when I'm here, and now they're about 16 minutes away from a chance of going 5-0. So here is a keeper by Hyman after the interception, and he'll get close to the 49-yard line of Clarion, pick up of about 2. I don't know, Larry. I think if they win again tonight, they should pay us to show up the rest of their
you already
game.
been taking credit. You haven't put my name into this at all tonight.
Well, I forgot that you and I weren't sitting together at the Du Bois game last week, so I forgot you were there. But, yes, you have been at all the wins, too. So you and I have seen them win 4 games this year, 4-0. They're 1-4 against everybody else. I think they should just pay us to be at their game. Simple as that.
I tell you what's been nice is watching how they've developed, especially these young players.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8 here. Man in motion, Marinovitz. Hyman's going to hand it to Rex. Rex jumps through a hole at the 40 at the midfield and gets down to about the 48-yard line.
That's a hard-nosed 3.
So bring up a 3rd down and 5. Wildcats on 3rd downs tonight are 3 for 5. Both teams really well on 3rd downs. 5 for 9. Butler 3 for 5. Central Clarion. Both teams 1 for 2 on 4th downs. Down to 3:12 to go here in a running clock in the Accushore 3rd quarter. Central Clarion 21-7 over Butler. Out of the gun is Hyman. 2 receivers to each side. Sidecar is to the right. He's going to hand it to that sidecar.
Boy, it's going to be close.
Was that Heffel or Rex? That is Heffel.
That was Heffel.
And Heffel's going to be just shy of the 1st down at the 44-yard line. And boy, what do you do here, Larry? Up 21-7.
Well,
they're going to go for it. It looks like.
Yeah.
They're bringing in Beckwith. I think this is going to be a play that goes straight forward. Whether it's with Beckwith, whether it's with Heinman, I think this play is going straight forward. Is my call.
It is under center. I like that.
In the wing, under center is Hyman. 4th down and 1, and now a timeout call by the Wildcats. We'll take it with them. They lead 21-7 with 2:15 to play here in quarter number 2 on the YDL Sports Network and 7 Mountains Media.
Located at 500 Broad Street, Red Bank Chevrolet is proud to be your new Bethlehem auto dealer, offering a wide variety of new cars and trucks, as well as certified used vehicles. We also welcome our Brookville, Pittsburgh, Katanning, and Oil City customers, and are committed to placing the keys of the right vehicle in your hands. What are you waiting for? Stop by and see us today, or give us a call at 814-275-2410.
Back here after the Ross Becker timeout. Got Larry over there working out his hand. Got Coach Al working out his knees. It's like the geriatric ward here on the YDL Sports Network. I'm the young guy in the group at the age of 50 now, and
but believe me, when it happens to you, you're going to have some major critics. That would have been a good time to try to pull him off, then take a timeout. But we actually had that play in. We go out. It was called no play.
So now they're
the cadence.
They're in that wishbone type of look where they try to sneak before. Now they're going to hand it, and they hand it to Rex, and he's going to have a first down and more over the 40. Just came close to breaking it, but he'll have a first down at the 39-yard line.
Good person to hand the ball off to. I was checking his stats. I can't believe he's not over 1,000 yards for the year. I mean, had something close.
I don't
like
think the stats
yards.
are completely updated on Max Preps for Central Clarion, Larry. I think they're a couple games shy. So, plus they didn't really start understanding that that's what their offense should run through until about midseason, and that and when they started realizing that, they started winning games.
Second half of the
and give the coaches credit for changing. And now we got a flag down here before the snap. It's going to be on the Wildcats, I would imagine. Yep, false start on Central Clarion. That'll move it back to the 44. Hey, when you commit a penalty on the field, you don't have any representation. But in real life, you have Zunder as Associates located in Butler, PA. ZunderLaw.com.
That ball looks kind of weird there. Doesn't know where it's at. 5 yards.
Yeah, that's about 5 yards.
Looks like about they've added a half yard to it, though. It's like 10.5 yards. Or maybe, excuse me.
15 and a half?
15 and a half, yeah.
So first down and 15 from the 44. Here's the handoff to Rex. Rex trying to pick his way through. He's still charting, and he's going to get close to the 40, maybe the 41-yard line here. They're going to mark it right at the 41 of Butler, so pick up a 3 on the play to bring up second down and 12.
Said Bo Perchette, the 52, was in on the play again. He's had a pretty good night defensively for the Butler.
Clock down to a minute and 7 seconds to play here in the quarter, excuse me. Central Clarion 21-7 over Butler. Just been a methodical game for the Wildcats so far. Come out of the shotgun this time. 2 receivers to the right. Heavy to the left. Going to hand it to Rex and run to the left, and he runs into a group of Butler players and somehow or other does manage to spin his way for a yard to the 40, but that's all the further he's going to get. And
I think he got out too far ahead of his blockers that time. I mean, they were pulling a counter tray, pulling both the guard and tackle.
It's going to bring up a third down and 11, and now the Wildcats are going to say, hey, we're just going to take this to the end of the quarter. So we will, too. At the end of 3 quarters here at Al Jacks Field at Memorial Stadium, it's Central Clarion 21 and Butler 7 here on the YDL Sports Network and 7 Mountains Media. It's Bigfoot Legends.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9913 for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or eternally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their resting clean promise.
And here we are underway in the fourth quarter, and here's a pass out to Hepful, and Hepful is going to make a man miss, and he's going to have a first down inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line.
To me, that should have been outside the white where he was tackling him there.
Going to get to the 27 of Butler, pick up a 13 on third down and 11 as we started the fourth quarter with that play. Apologize for not getting the camera completely on that play, folks. Quarter started before we were ready, 100%. Coach Al over there, he knows it too. It's okay, Al. You're back for the first time in a few weeks, so we'll give you one pass.
We love you, Al. We love you, Al.
First down and 10 here. I had to grab Al, like, Al, the quarter's starting. Now they're going to hand it here to, is that Marinovitz? It was, and he gets dropped for a loss. Marinovitz dropped for the loss.
Cal Newton Boston. I like that name. Number 51 for the Tornadoes. Making the tackle that.
Way back at the 33, so a loss of 6 on the play.
Play probably designed coming off the trap. Boston was up the field. Probably would have had more success cutting up in underneath that.
So a loss of 6 on the play will bring up a second down and 16. It's a carrier insurance second down. Hyman will be out of the shotgun.
The more time they can take off this clock, the more it's going to force Butler into.
Now we got a whistle and a flag, and they took too much time that time.
Yeah.
So after getting that first down, disaster has struck the Wildcats. First the 6-yard loss, and now the delay of game. And I'm not sure why you would get a delay of game there, Larry. Maybe play call a little late coming in. Now they're going to go quick.
Got a blitz.
And it was a screen, and it's a screen to Rex. And Rex, he, instead of going north and south, decided he was going to try to go to the sideline. He'll get up to about the 32, so only a gain of 6. That was a chance for Rex to go north and south there. Instead, he decided he was going to try to use his speed, and he was caught for a 6-yard gain to the 32-yard line. That'll bring up a third down and 15 here.
Good play calling again. I see the clock ticking down, 10:33.
21-7, Central Clarion in the lead.
13 seconds. He's going to have to rush this one.
Yeah, they've come back to sending him to the sideline to get the play calls instead of sending him in with somebody.
They're going to have to take a timeout.
Down to 4 on the play clock. He gets the snap off at 2, looking back to throw. Looking. He wants to go deep down the middle, and it is broken up. It was looking for Brady Guth on the play, and it's incomplete. And now Hyman is hurt. That's the last thing you wanted to see for Central Clarion in this game, is Carter Hyman on his backside after taking a shot there.
Boy, I was looking at the pass. I didn't see what happened there.
So as they tend to Carter Hyman here, we will step aside with 10:05 to play. 21-7, Central Clarion in the lead.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
So Hyman is able to walk himself off the field. But Larry, call me crazy here, and I realize it's the 32-yard line, and this would go against everything I stand for. I'm punting here. Backup quarterback in, and that's exactly what they're doing. See, Davey and I were thinking alike on that one. I like this call just because you don't have a quarterback right now, and it's 4th and 15. Take your chances of getting the ball out of bounds. See what Rex can do with it. But he chips it, and then let's see where it's going to be marked. It went out of bounds, and they're going to, he'd have been better off putting it into the end zone as it goes out at the 22-yard line. So, I mean, I'm guessing he doesn't practice that a lot.
Yeah, I think he had the option was for him to run the ball if it was there, the way it looked there. He does that rugby kick.
I mean, I'm still okay with it. I mean, you gave up, you still picked up 10 yards versus what you would have picked up if you hadn't kicked it, and I just don't like, what are you going to get with your backup quarterback there, Larry? The backup quarterback, the young Ferguson kid, has not thrown that many passes this year. So here's Butler from its own 22-yard line, and now he's back at the 20 because the Wildcat defense was all over that handoff to Clems.
And that was number 25 for the Central Clarion Wildcats.
That is Billy Cale.
Billy Cale. Yeah. The long line of Cale brothers, or Cale family.
That'd be Pat Cale's son.
Not a brother. Pat Cale's son.
Yeah.
No
brothers that he knows of.
Yeah.
Looking to throw deep here is...
Oh, my.
Is the receiver. I mean,
it's almost offensive interference there.
That ball wasn't catchable, but that was on it was Kingston Danner. And it was just the throw wasn't really close to anybody. Danner was probably the closest, and he turned, and there was some. But, hey, I'm okay with the no call there. If we were okay with the no call the other way around, Larry, got to be okay with that no call.
You mean the down?
Well, no, I don't mean the down. I mean there was a play that Central Clarion threw a pass where there was some contact. They're letting those guys play a little bit out there. So it's now 3rd down and 12 from the 20. Looking to throw is Baguetta.
Yes.
Baguetta throws. He's got a guy, and that is first down for, I think that is Vicari.
Yeah, kind of flooded the zone right there.
So Vicari is able to get it all the way out to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 20 on the play.
And one of the things I've noticed about Baguetta is that he does a much better job throwing the ball if he gets outside.
It is weird. I feel like Baguetta's been throwing the ball pretty well, Larry, but we talk about how the numbers don't always equal out. 7 of 18 with 2 interceptions tonight. So, again, that's under 50%. Doesn't feel that way, though. So I can see why you were saying when you watch him on tape, and now he's going to go deep, and he's got a man at the Central Clarion 40-yard line. That is the Kaufman on the reception.
And I just got done saying he seems to be more comfortable throwing outside. That was just a straight drop back pass.
The Central Clarion 41-yard line. And
it's the last thing you want is for them to just move up the field this quickly.
That'll be a first down and 10 at the 41. Back to throw again is Baguetta. All kinds of time. He's got a man, and Pino dropped the ball at the 25-yard line with green turf in front of him.
He sure did. I think the ball was maybe slightly tipped, or at least his vision was blocked by the linebacker coming underneath there.
But their receivers are getting wide open, and we saw the same thing with DuBois when Central Clarion doesn't bring pressure. And specifically without Burford in there, Larry, they're not very good defensively. They really need to be bringing some more pressure here on Baguetta.
Here he comes.
Looking to throw again. Has plenty of time. Throws it deep. Has a man down there, and it is incomplete. Vicari was looking for a flag. He doesn't get one, and it'll bring up a 3rd down as he was inside the 10-yard line.
That was good coverage.
bring up a 3rd down and 10. Down to 8:08 to go here in the 4th quarter, brought to you by Best Wealth Management.
See if they come back into this flood.
Best Wealth Management, where they plan, invest, and secure for you. BestWealthMGMT.com. Matt Best, great player at Keystone High School. Today's game also being brought to you by Nolf Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Fairmont City. Turn into Nolf Bites on Monday. Maybe take Coach Al down with me on Monday.
Out release. Nope,
Here's Spaghetti. He's going to run it. He's got room, and he's going to have a first down and more. He's at the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Nico Bagata. And Butler is closed within a score.
Play probably designed for him to get the outside. He saw the opening and kind of almost got the defense in flat-footed position, thinking it was going to be a pass.
It looked like the Nico for UCLA against Penn State a few weeks ago that started the Nittany Lions' downfall.
I'm not going to talk about that.
So now on to kick the extra point here is Fulmer. Big extra point here for Butler to get within 7 with 7:58 to go. Snap is there. Hold is up. Kick is up. That kick is good. And with 7:58 to play in this one, it is 21-14 Central Clarion over Butler. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network and 7 Mountains Media.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
So back here in 7:58 to play, Butler is closed within 7 on Central Clarion, 21-14. And the Wildcats, you think about it, Larry, they were first down and 10 inside the 30. They had the play that went backwards for 6 yards, then the delay of game, and it kind of went backwards from there for them. And now we'll see if the starting quarterback, Carter Hyman, can come back and play here after going down on the last offensive play they had with an injury.
It looks like he's coming back, yeah.
So now Fulmer to kick off. Fulmer, low line drive kick. It'll be taken. Oh, it is muffed by Rex at the 15. He picks it up at the 10, and he'll be down at the 11. And it's just disaster right now for Central Clarion.
Butler's really picked up some momentum here with 7:50 to go in this game where they're with that kickoff.
So
of
Rex,
course, that big score.
So Rex tried to pick that up, and it just didn't happen for him. So now Central Clarion back at its own 11-yard line with 7:50 to go. They do lead by 7, and here comes Carter Hyman back out. Great sign for the Wildcats.
We're going to kind of keep our eyes on and see what Butler's going to do defensively. A couple times they've come into zero where they brought their safety up, stop the running game.
You know, without Burford, you wonder if Central Clarion even has a deep threat, really. And they're going to hand it here to Rex. Rex looking for some room off the left side. And he's going to get up to about the 15-yard line.
Close to about 4 yards, 3 to 4 yards.
That Tempa touchdown drive for Butler went 78 yards. Yep. 2nd down and 6 from the 15. Clock is running at 7:25, but still plenty of time for both of these teams. Butler trailing Central Clarion 21-14. Trying to come up with a big defensive stand here and force a punt from deep in Central Clarion's territory. Out of the gun is Hyman. Hyman wants to throw. Hyman's got a man out there. It's Guth. They're one-on-one, and now he underthrows him, and Guth with the catch. Oh, my goodness. He made the catch at the 45-yard line.
Wow.
Brady Guth. That ball hung up in the air forever, and Guth was able to pull it in along the sideline, coming towards the sideline to make the catch.
Yeah, outstanding catch. It looked like the defender had a better opportunity to catch the ball than he did.
When it was in the air, I didn't think there was any chance, but it turns into a 30-yard pickup for Guth and a Tonesta Builder Supply first down on that Carrier Insurance 2nd down bomb. And again, you don't usually see the receiver coming towards you on the sideline making the catch like that, but that's exactly what he did. It was like a deep out route almost.
It's what they would call flag, or what we would call a 7 route.
So now they're going to keep it here with Hyman, and he's going to get maybe a yard or two to about the 46-yard line. Newton Boston with another tackle. We talked about him a little earlier, Larry. He's having a really nice game for the Tornadoes.
He is. I don't know if he started the game there.
He did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay, but he's really picked it up, especially the end of this second half here.
6.5 minutes to go here in the Best Wealth Management fourth quarter. 21-14, Central Clarion in the lead. Butler has played an overtime game this year. So out of the gun is Hyman. Play clock's at 4. 3. Takes the snap, hands it to Rex. Rex looking for some room. Rex had some room. He's at the 50 to 45, across the 40, down to about the 39-yard line.
Does a great job cutting up inside on that play. I mean, Butler came across to contain him, and there's a trap, and then they got the tackle up in underneath him.
It is a 16-yard gain to the Butler, 38 for Rex. Another Tonesta Builder Supply first down for the Wildcats as the clock now ticks under 6 minutes to play, with Central Clarion holding the 7-point lead.
Kind of interested to find out why Dave is elected to bring him over to the sidelines this week. Usually called every play from the sidelines.
Out of the gun is Hyman. Rex the sidecar to his right, moving left to right. They're going to hand it to Rex. Rex looking for some room. He gets over the 45, maybe taken down at the 45, or 35, excuse me, not the 45. Pardon me.
There was an opportunity. I thought he'd go up the middle of the field that time.
So pick up a 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 7.
More importantly, keeps running this clock down. 5:14. Keep the ball going forward.
Central Clarion now at 141 yards rushing on 35 carries in this ball game. 267 total yards for the Wildcats, 218 for Butler. 2nd down and 7. Carrier Insurance 2nd down. Out of the gun again with Rex the sidecar. Now it's going to be a quarterback lead by Hyman. He'll get a couple of yards to about the 33-yard line, and that'll bring up another big 3rd down and 5 for Central Clarion.
That was Mr. Boston again on that play.
We'll actually call it 3rd and 6 as they only give him the 34. So Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, big 3rd down here for Central Clarion. 4.5 minutes on a running fourth quarter clock. They lead by 7, 21-14. They are on 3rd downs today, 4 of 8.
Not this is necessarily a 4-play territory either.
Out of the gun is Hyman with Rex the sidecar to his left, receivers to each side. They're going to hand it to Rex. He's going to run to the near sideline. He cuts up the field. He's not going to get there as he is tackled at about the 32-yard line. And now what does Davey Eagleton do? He punted from this place last time, but that was without his quarterback who had just gone off the field with an injury. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field on 4th down and 4 from the Butler 32. If you have a 2-point conversion play, this might be a time to pull it out, Larry, even though it's not a 2-point conversion. It's 4 yards.
There's an opportunity maybe just to try cadence, run the clock down, take a timeout if they don't pull them off sides.
So now they're going to come out of the huddle late here. They might have to call a timeout just because this play clock's down to 10. Play clock's at 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They'll take the snap. They'll hand it. No, they're going to throw it. And it is caught. It is caught by Logan Bish for the first down at the 26-yard line on a diving catch by the senior from North Clarion.
This kid's an athlete, I'll tell you what. That just
So Bish at the 26-yard line, his first catch of the game.
This is his first year playing varsity football, senior.
Logan playing soccer for North Clarion on Tuesday, comes up with a big first down catch for Central Clarion here on Friday.
Time is running.
Clock down to 2:50 now here for the Wildcats. Butler does have all 3 timeouts left.
They better start thinking about using them.
Out of the gun here will be Hyman. Play clock's at 5. Hyman takes the snap. Going to keep it himself, looking for some blocking. He gets some, and he'll get up to about the 22-yard line.
They are going to start taking timeouts.
And Eric Christie will take a timeout here. We'll take it with him. We'll be right back. 2:26 to play. Central Clarion 21, Butler 14. Wildcats with the ball inside the 25-yard line of Butler.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Back here after that Ross Becker Insurance timeout, Central Clarion faces a 2nd and 5.5 from about the 21.5-yard line of Butler. They lead 21-14, 2:26 to go. Touchdown here, Larry, you'd figure puts the game away.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris.
Stay tuned to our Shirey Overhead Doors post-game show after this one. So now it's 2nd down and 5. Carrier Insurance 2nd down.
I guess the key is trying to push them to use more of their timeouts.
They're going to put Hyman straight up the middle under center. He's going to be real close to the first down. I think he's got it.
I do too. Oh, he's got to have it.
Well, let's see where they mark it. They're going to mark him just shy. They're going to say he's at the 17-yard line as Central Clarion enters the Red Bank Chevrolet red zone. And you too can drive into the red zone with a great newer used car from Red Bank Chevrolet in New Bethlehem, redbankchevrolet.com. Little surprised here on third down that they're not using that timeout.
Right.
It's almost like they're saying we don't feel we can stop them. That's the only reason you wouldn't use the timeout is because you don't think you can stop them on a 3rd and 1, Larry.
I don't.
I know that's really. It looks like Central Clarion's going to use one of its timeouts here. Is they're going to let the play clock go all the way down, and the game clock will be at 1:38 when Central Clarion calls timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network and Seven Mountains Media.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Back here, minute 38 to play. Central Clarion 3rd and 1 at the Butler 17-yard line. Wildcats are 3 for 4 on 4th downs in this ballgame, including that big 4th down catch by Logan Bish just moments ago that set them up here inside the 30-yard line at the time.
I've got to tell you, one of the things was said in that huddle for sure. Hold on to the ball.
So Central Clarion will have 3rd down and 1 at their 17 of Butler. 1st down does all but seal this game up. Hyman will be under center. He's going to turn it and hand to Rex, and Rex is going to have the 1st down inside the 15.
And I don't think they can. I think they can. They have what, 2 timeouts?
They have 2 timeouts left. Why don't you use them, Larry? I mean, I use them right now because if I get a turnover, I still have time, right? Like that's why you use the timeout.
Now they're using it.
So Butler
that gives you 1.
Butler will use the timeout, and we will take it with him. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network and Seven Mountains Media.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's your relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
I think I just kneel on it. Back here, we were talking off the air just now, Larry. Minute 35 to go. Butler has 1 timeout. It's 1st down, 40-second play clock. Figure you're going to run at least 5 seconds off the clock on a play here, maybe. It would almost give them 10 seconds if you just kneel the ball here. I think I would just kneel with the ball. Would you?
Yes.
I think they're just going to victory formation. It looks like that might be what they're doing. Looking where Rex is at. I think Central Clarion's coaching staff did the same math that we just did, and they are in victory formation. I agree 100% with them here. With just 1 timeout left, Well, it's not quite victory formation, I guess. They're going to run it here. Oh, and then they false start.
Did Central Clarion
Wildcats.
false start?
Yeah, Central
Okay.
Clarion false start. It looked like Brant Parker just went forward there. So it's going to be a false start. That'll push them back to the 20-yard line. Not a big deal, really, at this point. Central Clarion been penalized 5 times for 25 yards. Butler 3 for 40. Those are Zunder and Associates penalties. Zunder and Associates. You may not have representation on the field, but in real life, you have Zunder and Associates. Could be our last football game of the year, so I want to thank all of our sponsors this year for what they've done for us all year long. So we said that last year, and then we ended up doing a playoff game in the state semifinals. Here's a handoff to Rex. Rex has all kinds of room. Rex bowling people over all the way to the 12-yard line. And Butler will call its final timeout. We'll take that one with them. We'll be right back here on the YDL Sports Network.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Back here at Al Jack Shield Memorial Stadium, 1:27 to play. Central Clarion 21, Butler 14. Second down and 6 for the Wildcats. Butler out of timeouts. And Central Clarion can pretty much just kneel on this if they want to, Larry. I mean, doesn't completely give it to them, but it comes real close.
Yeah, I think they're going to go with Rex again.
Oh. And Butler jumped. So it'll be a Zunder and Associates offside defense on Butler. That'll move the ball to the 7-yard line. So 2nd and 2 for the Wildcats now. And you know, here's one of those cases. If you're Butler, you just let them score. And if you're Central Clarion, if they're trying to do that, you just go down at the 1.
Do the slide.
Still think I'd just kneel on it, but that's just me. And they're going to go Hyman straight ahead, and Hyman is going to have the first down, and that's going to be it as a helmet comes flying off. And Hyman inside the 5 at the 4, and that'll do it here as Central Clarion's going to win this one 21-7. There's still a minute 13, but Butler can't. Yeah, and he's going to have to come out of the game. That's the way that works. He's going to have to come out of the game.
Never understood that when somebody pulls the helmet off.
Can you call a timeout and get that back where you don't have to come out?
No. Yeah, he's supposed to come out. I mean, I've had this argument from.
Well, they're not making him come out.
Now they're going to take.
Now he's stopping the clock. Yeah, he's got to come out. Now they're going to bring in the guy. Oh, my goodness. Well, what do I expect from a crew that gave us 3 downs? Played Canadian rules football in the first half, so.
I don't even know who they are down. Is that Kevin?
So I'm not sure what's going on here, but any of you look at minus a. They're going to put 1 at 5 back on the clock.
105.
I think you're right on who the referee was, Larry. We won't say the name. And now we have a flag. What this is at. This had to have been Butler saying something. That's all I can figure. We're just going to guess that this is on Butler. Unsportsmanlike conduct, I would guess. Yep, unsportsmanlike conduct on Butler. And again, Eric Christie can't be happy with a call like that late in the game in the last game of the season. Be move the ball to the Butler too. By the way, Larry, this Central Clarion drive started with 7:50 to go on the clock after Butler had scored that touchdown. It's an icing the game type of drive, and heck of a job by the Wildcats again, just doing what they needed to do. And that catch by Bish was really they'll take the knee and he'll go. And that'll do it, as Central Clarion will finish the regular season with another win. They finished the regular season at 6-4 as they defeat Butler here tonight, 21-14. We'll be back here on the YDL Sports Network and Seven Mountains Media's 101.3 FM, 94.1 FM, and 1300 AM after these messages.
All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving can do almost anything on almost everything. We're your one-stop shop for your custom needs. All American HQ Custom Apparel and Engraving. We can do almost anything on almost everything.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed. As you approach retirement, it is important to accumulate assets and build a financial plan that can sustain your lifestyle during your golden years. While calculating the cost of your changing income needs can be daunting, our Retirement Income Evaluator can help you develop a roadmap for the future. To learn more, stop by our office located at 162 South 2nd Avenue in Clarion. Give us a call at 814-223-9990 or visit JannyClarion.com. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. Why should you choose Nolf Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Fairmont City? Why wouldn't you choose them? At Nolf, their sales are speedy and include upfront and straightforward pricing. If it's service and parts you're after, they have skilled technicians who are factory trained while offering knowledgeable parts experts. Maybe you need Nolf's full service body shop offering top quality collision repair to all makes and models of cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. Or do you want to cruise the highway in a clean, shiny vehicle thanks to Nolf's detailing service? No matter your needs, Nolf Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Fairmont City is there for you. Find out more at NolfChryslerDodge.com. Back here as it is time for our Shirey Overhead Door post-game show. Western Pennsylvania's largest distributor of Rainor products, from residential to commercial to industrial. Shirey Overhead Door in New Bethlehem has what you need. Call 814-275-2600 for your estimate today. Let's take a look, Larry, at our generational wealth management stats here, and looking at those stats for Butler, it was Nico Bagata, 11 carries, 100 yards and a touchdown. He was also 8 of 21 passing for 117 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Favorite targets, he just moved the ball around. Kaufman, 2 for 34. Simcoe, 2 for 25. Pino, 2 for 22. Bakari, 1 for 20. And Clems, 1 for 16. Clems also ran 9 times for 24 yards. And for Central Clarion, it was all about Ethan Rex. Another 100-yard game for Rex. 20 carries, 101 yards, 2 touchdowns, also 6 catches for 83 yards and a touchdown. Carter Hyman, 11 carries, 35 yards, and also went 9 of 12 passing, 132 yards and a touchdown. Big catch there for Logan Bish, 1 for 6 yards. That was that first down game-sealing catch on that final drive. Brady Guth also on that drive had 1 for 30. Remember, that drive started at the 11. They took it all the way into the red zone and took off the last 7+ minutes on the clock. Give a shout-out to that offensive line, Larry.
No question. Chris, this was such a huge win. A lot of credit to Dave and his staff, Dave Eggleton and his staff. I mean, the beginning of the season, things were just going so tough for them. and to having turned this whole season really around, and I think their momentum going into the playoffs is really good. Think about it tonight. They had two of their best football players didn't play this game, and they're playing against a team that was 7-2. It's a 6A team. It's an impressive win tonight, but more so I think is just how they've obviously improved from game to game to game.
Let's take a look at our Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. Scored a great round of golf at Hunter Station Golf Club, just outside of Tonessa. Central Clarion opened up the scoring, 4:27 of the first quarter. Ethan Rex, 12-yard touchdown run. Logan Bish with the extra point. For Butler, they answered back on a Nico Bagata to Tyson Pino touchdown catch from 11 yards out at the 10:42 mark of quarter number 2. Game was tied at 7 after Fulmer's extra point. Central Clarion scored the next 2 touchdowns. First, with 7:33 to go in quarter number 2, it was Ethan Rex on a 1-yard run. Logan Bish's kick gave the Wildcats a 14-7 lead. Then, at the 6:49 mark of quarter number 3, it was Rex on a 24-yard pass from Carter Hyman. Bish's kick, Central Clarion 21, Butler 7. Butler came back. Nico Bagata, a 41-yard touchdown run. Fulmer's extra point was good, and with 7:58 to go in the game, Butler got within 7, 21-14, but the Tornadoes never saw the football again. After that touchdown, Central Clarion ran a 14-play, 86-yard drive that took off 7 minutes and 50 seconds and ended at the Butler 3-yard line. And that's what you want to see as a head coach, Larry. I remember you had a game here, a playoff game, I do believe, against Clarion Limestone, right in this building. You took off, I think, the last 10 minutes of the game. It was all Chris McSwain, and that was really reminiscent of what we just saw here tonight.
It works. It worked for the Eagles. It's worked for many. They have a ground game, and right now they've relied on it. And kudos to Carter Hyman on some key passes tonight. So we just talked about Goose path, and then Bish's pass, and then Ethan Rex just having another one of those games that he's becoming noted for.
We're going to step aside one last time. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up. Final score, 21-14. Central Clarion defeats Butler.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Eternally Clean Cemetery and Monument Service is the top choice for honoring loved ones with headstone cleaning and flower assortments. Call Corey at 814-227-9370 or Samantha at 814-227-9913 for a free estimate. Visit their Facebook page or eternally-clean.com to learn more. Let your loved one's headstone shine with their Resting Clean promise. Are you planning for retirement, looking for other investment opportunities? Then you want to stop by Best Wealth Management at the Corners in Shippenville. At Best Wealth Management, they'll plan, invest, and secure for you. Call Matt Best today at 814-227-2800 or visit them online today. Security and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC. Creating champions is what we do at the Garage in Shippenville. The Garage is Clarion County's premier indoor hitting and pitching facility, offering one-on-one instruction to athletes of all ages. Join one of our group sessions now by contacting the Garage at 814-918-2123. And did you know the Garage is more than just about baseball and softball? We now have the True Golf Simulator where you can hone your game all year round. Like the Garage on Facebook today. You'll always score a great deal on your mobile home and other home improvement supplies when you go to Tempa Supply and Service, located next to Showcase Homes in Raised Corners, halfway between Clarion and Shippenville. Tempa Supply and Service is your one-stop shop for high-quality home parts, including doors, windows, furnaces, steps, and essential supplies. A good garbage company is like a good long snapper. You don't realize you need one until you don't have one. For a great, dependable garbage service in Clarion County, nobody does it better than Larson's Garbage Service. Locally owned and active in the community for over 50 years, Larson's offers flat rates that are easy to understand with no hidden fees and no contracts. Find out more at larsongarbageservice.com.
Located at 500 Broad Street, Red Bank Chevrolet is proud to be your new Bethlehem auto dealer, offering a wide variety of new cars and trucks, as well as certified used vehicles. We also welcome our Brookville, Pittsburgh, Katanning, and Oil City customers, and are committed to placing the keys of the right vehicle in your hands. What are you waiting for? Stop by and see us today, or give us a call at 814-275-2410.
Back here, time to name our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. Larry, I think this one's pretty easy, don't you?
I think so, too.
It is one Ethan Rex. Ethan Rex is our player of the game. Unfortunately, our mic is broke, so we're not going to be able to do an interview with him here. But not broke, just doesn't have batteries, and I didn't get a chance to get him this week. Rex, 20 carries, 101 yards, 2 touchdowns, 6 receiving receptions for 83 yards and a touchdown. So Ethan Rex, once again, player of the game. He will get a T-shirt from the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg. Taking a look here, some of the scores from around District 9 on the Generational Wealth Management scoreboard.
You want me to go ahead?
Yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead, Larry.
All right, we've got District 9. We got Kane 42, Bradford nothing. That's the third quarter score. Red Bank Valley 14, Brookville. That's hasn't been updated there. Of course, this game here, Central Clarion beating Butler 21-14. We got Smithport 28, Cameron County 12, fourth quarter.
That was a final score,
Is
actually.
That a final score?
That game
Okay.
has now gone final.
Tussey Mountain 34, Kerwinsville 7 at the half. I don't know.
Yeah, that game's going to be beyond that.
This is one that was kind of shocker to me. Hollidaysburg 49, DuBois nothing. And Keystone beat Caddisport, or at the half, 28-0.
I'm sure they beat them. That was I'm trying to still find the final score in that game. That was a hard one up there in County to find.
St. Mary's 49, Monotol. That's a final. Monotol 16. And we got Penn Cambria 21 over Clearfield 14, third quarter score. Ridgeway 0, Otto Elder 0 that game. Is that played tomorrow, Chris?
No, that's played tonight. We just, again, not having, hard to find a score there.
And we reported earlier, Carson City beating Wilmington 26-14, a big win.
Is that final now?
Yeah. That's fourth quarter, it says here.
Okay.
Now. And then we got Punxsutawney 52, Sharpsville 7. That was at the half. Wow. And over in District 10, we have that Farrell score 46 and Cathedral Prep 7, the third quarter.
Wow.
Beat Bill 21, Erie 16 at the half. Conneaut 13, Girard 0. This game went pretty fast here tonight. We're usually after it. Greenfield 21, Eisenhower 8, third quarter score. Harbor Creek 42, Iroquois 0 at the half. And Franklin 20, Lakeview 12 at the half. Seneca 28, Maplewood 8 at the half. And McDowell, St. Francis, New York 21, and McDowell 14 at the half. Slippery Rock 28, Mercer 3 at the half. Fort LaBeouf 28, Mercyhurst Prep 8 at the half. And Northwestern and Sagerstown, we don't have a score on that yet, or no score. And Cambridge Spring 17, Union City 7 at second quarter.
Yeah, those scores are beyond that. It's just one of those nights where some of those. Yeah, the Larry, this could be the final game like we talked about that we could do this year. We don't know if we're doing any playoff games. Like, again, last year we didn't think we were doing any, and we ended up doing a state championship game. So who knows? You just never know. But, thanks again for another great year of high school football. If this is it for us. I know this is it for us on the radio station, it sounds like. Right. They did ask me this week if we're doing any playoff games. Never did get back to me on that. So I'm assuming that we're done on Seven Mountains Media for another year. Great partnership that we've had with them. Hopefully we can continue that partnership into the future. Love working with those guys and giving those guys some things. But thanks, Larry, for another great year of high school football. If this is our final broadcast of the year in high school football, of course, we'll have all kinds of stuff on the YDL Sports Network as the seasons go on. I am doing a volleyball game on Tuesday, Brockway versus St. Mary's from St. Mary's High School in the District 9 2A semifinals. And we'll have basketball, of course, and Coach Al, I'm sure, will be doing some basketball with me this year, and then we'll have some baseball and softball as well, but not sure if we're done with football. Maybe we're done, maybe we're not. Maybe we'll figure it all out as time goes away. Still trying to figure out how much they're even going to charge us to do football games. I can't get an answer on it, so can't make any decisions until I know what the cost is. As people may or may not be aware, they do charge you to do postseason games in the PIAA and District 9 and District 10, and so just don't know. But if this is our last broadcast, glad that all of you have joined us this year for for another exciting year of high school football in the District 9 area. And in my partner here, Larry Weiser, I say this without jest, best color commentator in the state of Pennsylvania when it comes to high school football.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it.
For Larry Weiser and Coach Al Materjeski, I'm Chris Rossetti saying good night. Final score, Central Clarion